Alright, let's jam. Let's up against somebody else's 2-1. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know about this opener. Looks like a mulligan to me. Did I fry our magic online? You're kidding me, right? There we go, alright, mulligan. Ugh, I can't keep this either. Even if this had like an island coming off the top, let's look for a decent 5. Keep. My worry is he kept a 7. Although I don't think I'm supposed to pass up on the tech edge, it doesn't help us with our cryptic issues. Like, because you already have our colorless, and that's this basic planes. Just hope the top of our deck is kind. Oh, okay. Well, we know what we're playing against. There you go, Seacrum Coast. Hang on a second. I was trying to make the gun barrel a little bit wider, but I think I messed it up a little bit. It should be more like that. It's almost perfect. So if you aren't aware, my opponent's obviously on Titan Shift. I might just want to get the trade routes on the table. I could wait until next turn to do it. Might be correct to just get this on the table. So one of the things I'm doing in the new version of the deck is I'm actually considering slimming on things like Sphinx's Revelation to really synergize better with routes, and there's a couple lands that a few viewers wanted me to test, things like Depths, things like Kabira. I'm also going to be testing more Pax and more Gideon. I actually really like that synergy. I wouldn't go so far to say is it's like a force of will potential for Modern, but I do like that synergy. Yeah, outside of cards like Abrupt Decay, very powerful. My opponent's deck laughs at things like... so I actually think I'm going to play out the Tularia West. That guarantees us for Cryptic, if we survive a turn. And then later on we can return it to our hand with trade routes, and then we can tutor with it when we're ready for it. You can just send it back. I mean, Mana Leak will hopefully at least keep my opponent honest for a turn or so. Like if he tries to Titan us next turn, the Mana Leak keeps him honest long enough to turn on this Cryptic, and long enough for us to hopefully get something going for us. I need to turn this draw step off. The Vendilion Click's in our sideboard. There are very few things that I do on a draw step game 1. Maybe some Ghost Quartering. And that's Foretold. Alright, so I'm just going to play Glacial. And this Plains is very important. This Glacial was almost not untapped. Ghost Quarter. Quarter's cool. I'll go ahead and play it out, and if we want to, we can draw with our planes. We could, like, bounce return with, and do some trade routes drawing. I really like this card in this deck. I wouldn't run it in any other sort of blue-white control that I've built over the years, probably not. But here it's kind of cool. I mean, obviously Ghost Quarter will hit something like, well, Valakut. Let's just go ahead and bounce. And maybe I will just cycle it. He could be on Through the Breach, though. Well, I guess if he threw the breaches, I have Mana Lake. Let's go ahead and draw off this Plains. There's a Flooded Sand. Go ahead. So that's the first card we've drawn off the trade routes this game. Let's see if we can draw more. You know, I may just tutor with this Talaria West, guys. It would equal a Pact of Negation. Chalice on 0. So he kind of knows what I'm up to with the Talaria West. Very clever opponent. Can I still beat him with the Chalice, I guess is what I need to ask myself. I mean, yes. I mean, it turns off some very important parts of our deck, but we can still play the blue-white control role, you know? Yeah, I guess we let it go. I mean, we could go grab... I could go grab Engineered Explosives. That can get around a Chalice for 0. If I have multiple colorless sources, I can get around Chalice on 0. Actually, no, just any... Like, yeah, Ghost Quarter can get around this Chalice. I mean, if we really want to do that, let's go ahead and let it resolve. If we want to do that, that's something that we have the ability to do. We do have a main board Engineered Explosives. Yes, there is Consume the Meek. I am running 1 Crucible. Yeah, so I've got the full combo. We can actually reuse Talaria Wests in this deck, yes. That's one of the other reasons why I advocate for this. Also, this has synergy. The trade routes has synergy with the store balance. I can return all my lands to my hand and then balance, blow up all their lands. And then obviously we'll discard our lands, and if you have the Crucible in play, you get to replay them. So there's some cute little interactions there, Consume the Meek, I'm trying to test. I'm still considering returning this Talaria West to my hand. If he's got Chalice, I almost feel like this guy's running Blood Moon, you know? Don't know if I want to just fetch this for anything arbitrary. Like, I'm considering just grabbing an island here. I don't know, most people who gravitate towards mainboard Chalice are typically thinking Moon as well. Nito, it is Nito Kabito, Consume the Meek. Alright, Jace, interesting. We didn't draw a different land though, which makes me sad. I think we just pass it back. I don't know, now I feel guilty for playing out the West. I think that was maybe wrong, actually. I'm just gonna replay it. No harm, no foul. I thought we were ready to tutor with it, and maybe we weren't. So this Mana Lake's about to be dead. If you let the Hunting Wilds resolve, the Mana Lake is most likely, for all intents and purposes, dead. A dead card. I think it will just leak here. The whitest of Mana Leaks. And see, now I'm considering bounce drawing with my island. What's up, Boot to the Head? Gone through 3 lands with the trade routes. we still haven't really found what I want. It's to find, which is I'm looking for the restore balance, honestly. But at first things first, we have to take out the chalice, and that's a matter of transmuting for explosives. Discards an anger. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do here. We may want to build up some more mana than I'm allowing us to. Like that would, like if we make even one more land after this, that would allow me to have a turn of return the Talaria West, transmute up explosives. Yeah, I did see your message, Paul, so I'll let you know in about a week. TS says, is there a reason not to just run out the Foretold? Yeah, I kind of want to hold Cryptic, TS. So I think I'm going to stop my tomfoolery and actually just go ahead and let us draw into some more lands naturally. Because yeah, like, Hallowed Fountain here, we're already below the threshold of dying to shift. Like, this right here, I would consider maybe playing the Foretold here. You were talking about earlier while you still had something like Mana Leak. You mean earlier in the game? You meant earlier in the game? I mean, this is a window where I might consider playing the Foretold. We still have Cryptic behind it. Could get disrupted somehow, but this might be where I start with the Foretold. And then I may, if he doesn't play anything that we want a Cryptic, I may trade Roots back to Talaria and try to set up the it's fine. Yeah, I may try to set up the Engineered Explosives for his Chalice, but we don't even have the spells that we want to resolve with the Foretold that are busted for Chalice. Okay, there's Shift. This is a window for me to snap Mana Leak, actually, and then we get to keep the Cryptic in our hand. So I like snap leaking here. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. No mainboard Surgical, please. Oh man, if only we had a way to bounce our Snapcaster, right? That's the next thing we need to figure out for this deck. We figured out how to do some cool stuff with our lands, but how do we return the Snapcasters, right? No, I'm kidding. We're only running 2 snaps, actually, in this version. We have too many things that aren't actually spells. Like, yes, we've drawn most of our spells this game, but honestly, we're pretty spell light. If the Snapcaster's going to die, I'm probably going to path him, by the way. Let's attack. Freaking Crapcaster, man. If he just angers the Snap, we just path it. Another Shift. Okay. That's scary. He might have land and then even third Scape Shift. That's possible. That would be terrifying. There's not much that I can do about that stream. I guess I could return the Snapcaster, and if he has a removal spell for the Snap, that's okay. I'd rather just have access to the Snap Cryptic next turn. Why don't we go counter bounce? It's like counter bounce. But see, he's going to respect Mana Leak for the rest of this game. I'm only running 1. Did we draw another land to justify bouncing west? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we have to hold up Snap Cryptic. Although Snap Cryptic with the Foretold is a lot easier. 1, 2. We only need to leave up 4 mana. So bounce west, transmute. We'd have to draw land off the top naturally. I don't know if we're going to. Second Snapcaster? Well, that's literally all the snaps on my list. Alright. I think I still sent it back. The nice thing about playing against something like Shift or even Titan Shift is the Cryptics are very, very strong. There's a Valakut. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I think we do counter with Cryptic here. I don't know, this is tough. He's on 4 cards. If he's running the full suite of Valakuts, this bodes ill for us. I think we do just snap Cryptic. This time we're drawing. I'll go ahead and quarter his Valakut. I actually want a different land than Seachrome. I think I'm gonna trade routes to this Seachrome Coast. You may anger here? That's fine. I will path in response. Discard the Seachrome, because it's going to be a tap land. I don't really want a tap land. Ooh, Shadow Doubt beats Scape Shift. Awesome draw. Awesome draw. We have a couple of these main to synergize with our Ghost Quarters. So I'm not so worried about... Actually, this even screws over Titan. Wow, Shadow's very strong in this matchup. Shadow's very strong in this matchup. So I think we just ship it back. This literally beats like most of what his deck's trying to do. This stops a Titan Search, and then we can just path it. This stops Escape Shift. Bloody brilliant. That's powerful interaction right there, opponent. It's a nice little interaction, isn't it, stream? If there was a Valakut in play, I actually could Gideon plus on that. There's the Crucible. There's also the explosives. Give me the Crucible. Tapping too low? Hope not. Let's get back to Ghost Quarter. Is it a better Aether Vial? No, Dark Soul. It does very different things, Fred, but that's a good question. I would argue that it does very different things. It works for creatures, spells, planeswalkers, yeah. Whatever you really want. It's a very deceptively powerful enchantment. I don't understand why they printed it, to be honest with you, friend. I gotta tell you guys, some days our deck feels really strong. Wish I left the Ghost Quarter in play, actually, because things like him playing oh, okay, scoops. That's Chalice is scary, by the way, stream. Chalice does suck for us. That was excellent. That went really, really well. I worry that we used a lot of our clock, though. Life total's relevant in this matchup, so timely perhaps, but most likely not. It's probably going to be more like Firewalkers are funny in this matchup, but probably still wrong. I'm thinking Disenchant because we saw mainboard Chalice. That's what I'm thinking. I want to run the Gideon package for sure. The Gideons plus Pact the Negation, absolutely. Logic Knot stays. Explosives, Burial maybe out. Most things that I can take out, we don't need Burial. We can take out with a Verdict if we want to leave this in. Vendilion Click is good for disrupting what my opponent's up to. D-Sphere is kind of hit or miss, to be honest. He's going to play around Mana Leak for these games. Still, I mean, it's still powerful. So the real question is, do you still run it, though? That was very powerful. You guys got to see the full combo of Crucible with routes. Even though we weren't able to use arguably the strongest part of our deck, which is this package, because he stopped zeros. Like, we weren't able to use the Talaria side of the deck. We still, if we needed to, we could have broke out of it. We had the tools to do so. I just had more powerful things to be doing on my turn. I could have explosives, wow, I'm trying to make a verb out of that word. We could have used Engineer's Explosives to get out of my opponent's lock. Yeah, it's like a Sweet Aether Vial, Dark Soul. It's good. It's a lot of fun. I knew that I wanted to build a... the moment I saw the card spoiled, I knew I wanted to build an Foretold deck for Vegas if I could. If this deck doesn't pan out, there are lots of other decks that are, you know, already exist and I could play, but I'd rather build something that comes from, you know... Anyways. This usually happens here, this usually happens here unless you have the Gideon. That happened as early as turn 3, but you gotta make sure you're taking, you're taking a risk to do it. You gotta make sure they don't have a way to remove the Gideon. I think that's our 60. I mean, I'm still thinking perhaps timely, but let's rock. Gravediggers is really good right now. The next version of my deck looks like this, actually, stream. After even just this little bit of testing we've done, I've already made several choices. I actually really like the Gideon of Trials Pact the Negation synergy that I'm going to try 2 copies of each, and then main board Big Gideon, just so you can always have a Gideon, more likely to have a Gideon. I think Gideon's really strong right now. Like, this version of Gideon's strong against the combo decks of the format, and then this version of Gideon's really strong against the fair decks of the format. Anyway. Feels good. Alright. This does not beat with my... We mold a 5, by the way, stream. We did a mold of 5 and still won. This is turn 1 suspend Ancestral. I'll keep with a Tech Edge. I think I'm supposed to keep this Cryptic, actually. We'll keep that Cryptic. We're 1 blue source away from casting it. That's okay. Kind of awkward that we drew the Verdict, but maybe not. Maybe he's got like a bunch of Bailoffs, obstinate Bailoffs that he boarded into, so maybe this Verdict's going to be really clutch. What's up, Frostin? Frostalin. Yeah, I'm still leading Ancestral rank with game plan. Feel really good about the deck, though. Arguably, the one loss we have in this league shouldn't have been a loss. I had to leave for real-life stuff, and I think that if we had the full time to play out the match, I think we may have won that. I did make a mistake, a play mistake, though, during, if you guys were here this morning when I streamed this morning, early afternoon. And we're back for another stream. It's fine. It's fine. Like, what's interesting is we still beat our opponent even with all those 0 spells. Granted, we didn't really draw too many of them, in fairness. But maybe that's just how we like it, you know. Tempted to put the trade routes out there. Still kind of feel like he could be a moon deck, but I guess not now that we're confirmed that he's got shift. Alright, let's just resolve this, I think. Next turn we can play the West tapped, and then we have Cryptic up the turn after. Alright, Valakut nothing. Let's play out this West. Now, we don't have Supreme Verdict mana, and that's something I'm going to try to have to work towards. I mean, that's tech edging his Valakut's game. I mean, they have to keep ramping, so now he's in tech edge range. This could be Bailoff. Oh, hunting. Okay. I mean, we don't tech edge anytime soon. We need to make sure that we cryptic first, I do believe. We did get to activate this a bunch last game. That was sweet. Alright, let's definitely play Strand, say go. And we may shock ourselves, even though that's not really great against my opponent's deck, we may shock ourselves to play the Verdict, or we just pray that the Ancestral draws us into, yeah, alright. Chalice X is 2, that's fine. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. In the end step, I think I'm going to bounce this Chalice for 0 so the Ancestral could, in theory, resolve. Even though we've got things like Gideon and Verdict in my hand, I don't really want to go to 18 just yet, if I can help it. Just because of the way that Scape Shift for Valakut does work. Does indeed work. This might be risky though, like our draw 3 might not even see any form of permission. So maybe this is greedy? This might be greedy stream. I might just be setting us to die up to die to something from my opponent. Well, we'll see if we're making a mistake, and that's how you learn. Sometimes you gotta make a mistake. D-Sphere. I think we just wait till he re-resolves the other Chalice. Maybe I should have been patient. We do have D-Spheres in the list. Yeah. Should have been patient. I might have just gotten us killed. Oh no, we just drew another Cryptic. Okay, the deck is being kind to us. So, go. Whew. Drew to another Cryptic. Alright. Cryptic Command's solid. It is. It is really solid. Snap might be reduced to an Ambush Viper, but that's okay. Alright, shift. He didn't put the Chalice on 0 back out, interestingly enough. His hand is a Chalice for 0 and something else. Maybe he's waiting for me to do something like Suspend Ancestral. I may have to Suspend Ancestral before he puts a Chalice out. And that's fine, that doesn't cost too much mana on our part. I could also spend the D-Sphere on the Relic, but then we lose both the Cryptics anyway. You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, Stream. We have several other counter spells still in that we could find, or other effects that kind of stop what my opponent's deck is doing. Why don't we trade routes away this Seachrome Coast? It's awkward in this position. Let's go ahead and pitch this. Another Ancestral. And another Ancestral. No As Foretold for us yet. Was that added to this iron? Yes, I'm testing one. Oh, you know, I may have just made a mistake, though, because that says I don't have third Cryptic, what I just did. We may be dead. We may be dead. The play I just made kind of could hint to my opponent that I don't. We know one of the cards in his hand is another Chalice, and I'm kind of trying to get him to play it out so we can D-Sphere both of them away. And he might have some enchantment removal at this point, so that's something else to think about. They have another shift. I mean, absolutely, if he does have another shift, what I'll do is I'll try to draw it to, like, a logic knot or something. Like, I'll cycle a bunch. Chalice for 4. Interesting. I think that's fine. Go for it. Alright, so why don't we return this Talaria West? Even though that cuts us off Cryptic Mana, the thing is I think I do really want to get rid of these with the D-Sphere. Well, let's think about it. If we return the West, we're not transmuting it for a while. So that's maybe foolish. It's on 2 cards? Interesting. Just considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting for the chalice on the floor. Alright, let's just draw. Ghost Quarter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's tempting to hit both chalices on this D-Sphere. Blood says he can't cast Scape Shift. That's kind of funny. Oh, maybe we wait. That's true. He can't cast Shift right now. So, that is interesting. An interesting choice. Yeah, he can't cast Shift right now. That's very true. Why don't we hang out for a little bit here? I mean, I could suspend more Ancestrals. I usually like to hold one though. This is actually the last 2 Ancestrals. I like to hold one just for the fact that we could hit one of our enchantments. Maybe just slam Gideon. You like just slamming the Gideon actually? Might be correct. Suspend one and then play Gideon? Yeah. What a weird game this has been. I hope 7 minutes is enough for us to play game 3 if he does kill us here. Worst thing he could do is... Yes, the worst thing he could do is Titan, which I think is what he's doing. So you want to Ghost Quarter the Valakut in this spot here? Oh, come on. Because he hasn't searched out the other Valakuts yet. Which is very important. Although I may have just turned on the amount of mountains he needs actually to turn on these Valakuts. I know he grabbed a forest. Weird. Don't you need more mountains than that, buddy? 2, 3 mountains, 4 mountains, 5 mountains. This needs 6. Oh, okay. So no Valakut triggers just yet. That's really good news for us. And don't forget we got an Ancestral on 3 and 4. Doesn't he have Emrakul Breach? Some versions do, some versions don't. He hasn't shown us Breach at all yet. This Gideon looks good now. Alright, so we Verdict and save the D-Sphere for as long as we can. I want to be able to Tech Edge and then Ghost Quarter to the Valakut. That was Verdict. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no, it can't be countered. Yeah, Chalice can't stop it. I was sitting there thinking, why was I worried about the Chalice? Verdict can't be. Alright, let's go ahead and smack him. Smack him around. And then we'll destroy his Valakut and the like. Do we do it now? Well, you Tech Edge first. Just get both Valakuts. Yeah, so you Tech Edge first, then you Ghost Quarter. I'm gonna miss the tech edges in this list. They really are. When they're good, they're really good. Like, that's 3 out of 4 Valakut's down for my opponent's Valakut deck, and that's what he does. I'm almost hesitant to de-sphere the Chalices now because it'll turn his escape shifts back on. I'm kind of tempting to just... Okay, Summoner's back. Alright. I'm kind of tempted to just leave... so he's going to get the last Valakut. His version of the deck usually runs the playset of Valakut. Chalice is better for us at this point. Yeah, it might very well be. I don't know, Crucible would be sweet off the top. Valakut with his very first Valakut trigger. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. We could still lose this match. It's just the nature of the game. Going after me. It is definitely interesting balls. I would agree. Seachrome doesn't do much here. Could turn it into a different card. I think I do still want white. You would sphere the primetime hit for 6. Yeah, that's probably the correct play. So we're not worried about a lot of different things from my opponent. Now, granted, he might have removal for D-sphere in his hand, but this is still a tempo play. So he has to remove the sphere. Could be a Nature's Claim that he has in his hand. And then maybe he would have claimed routes. We got some value off this routes. We've drawn like 3 cards at least off this thing. Sphere primetime hit him for 6, he's at 12. Yeah. Let's do it. Maybe we don't even care about these chalices. Yeah. What an interesting game this has been, hasn't it? It's been a little weird. If he does have claim, we'll lose on the spot. Oh, I hope he doesn't. Remind me to draw our... To cycle our Seachrome. It's really bad here. It's a tap land, essentially, and I'd rather draw to other things. Another Titan. Ooh, Rex Age? That's a big deal. Alright. I just worry 5 minutes it'd be hard for us to play a game of Magic in. He's gonna return the Titan. I guess Cryptic wins? Well, no, there's Chalice. Well, if we can remove the Rex Sage... Oh, maybe we should just draw to a Path and just Path Titan, and then he has to chump with Rex Sage. Oh, he's just taking out our Gideon here. Kinda wish I'd left the Hallowed Burial in now. Probably should have. It is a little annoying, dude, man. Oh, well, where were you when we needed you to stop him from searching up the Valakut? Alright, well, we're gonna get this Ancestral off. Draw us out of this mess, please. Path? Okay. I'll take Path. And Tech Edge for the Valakut? Okay, so Tech Edge, Valakut, Path, Titan. That's the last Valakut. Game looks not bad for us. I would agree. We've got Snap to beat him down with. This is still an Foretold deck. Absolutely it is. I haven't drawn a single one, though. But it happens. I like to see when our deck can... Oh, we can't use the Snap, excuse me. Chalice. It's interesting to see if our deck can win even without... Oh, he's using the Relic here. Okay. Tireless tracker. Uh-oh. Should have path and response tracker. Ah, yeah, I was supposed to. You're right. Forgot about that anti-synergy for us. I certainly could have. He does get a free clue. Good point. Yeah, the tireless may tire us out, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. Oh, I tapped wrong. I was supposed to tap an island because we could have tapped a path, which I did there. Okay, there's your as Foretold. I could balance here. Trade-rounds is doing some work. Yeah, it's interesting. If we balance, like if I as Foretold balance here, that's decent. He'd be down a lot of mana. Just as Foretold and balance here. You think so? And then we hold the Ancestral. Seems fine to me. I don't hate it either. Interestingly enough, I think that's fine. Oh, we should do the transmuting first. Alright, balance. As Foretold. Just in case he had like a Nature's Claim or something of that sort. You don't want to pass priority. So what do we keep? He's going to be on one card that we could leave ourselves with the Ancestral. Or we could leave ourselves with a path. I kind of want to leave us with the Ancestral. Like, we have more Planeswalkers in the deck to draw to. So I think our last card we're going to leave ourselves, like, we're going to pick Ancestral, I think. A lot of our hands did. Like, the only other card to consider is keeping the path instead of the Ancestral. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we keep the Ancestral, because it'll draw us to, like, a Gideon or something of the sort. I'm going to keep this. He should have used his clues first, perhaps. There's the Nature's Claim I was talking about. Six's Rev? Well, there you go. Go ahead. Sim says, no, he was supposed to keep the clues so you don't keep more cards. Oh, truth. Actually, that's a really good point. There's a Rev for 3 here. Iron says, should we pick up the West and mute it for Manland? Says Blood. Okay. 2 minutes to win this, we might. We'll try for it. There's your Crucible. As Foretold, because this Chalice is awkward, I don't have a way to get the Chalice explosives out at a level to answer this. Another D-Sphere would be great here. I guess Crucible. Well, we've got the Talaria West trade routes Wombo. Somebody said I should go grab the Colonnade. I could just grab the Colonnade, that's very true. Return West, go grab Colonnade. Blood says Return West. Muted for Mystic Gate. Oh, Mystic Gate to blow up the chalices. Play E for one with the colorless and blow up all the chalices. But then what do I get to do after that? Beagle says cast E with one color, have sunburst to 0, take care of all chalices. Okay. Only have a minute though. Yeah, we don't have enough time to play it, actually. We only have, like, 30 seconds. If we had infinite time, you think it's the correct play? Yeah, we just don't have the time, do we? That's okay. That's something that I'll learn. I'll learn to play it more quickly. Still getting acclimated to the deck. We'll do as many game matches as we can. Oh god, that has a yes on it? Jeez. Just eating our time away. O-Stone. Holy O-Stone, Batman. Really shouldn't put Gideon into play against an O-Stone. Yeah, it's game. Well, it says O-Stone plays that. I think that was just a matter of, it's kind of late in the day and I am a little tired. Alright, let's play one more. I also think the next version is going to be even better. Like, this version was just the prototype, like me, like, kind of grasping what the deck's doing. I think, let's play another game. It's at this point, I mean, obviously we want to try to win. At this point, it's yes, winning's important, but at this point, like, this is the very first version of the deck. Like, we're just trying to get our feet wet. So I'll try to wake up and play a little more quickly. I think the thing that ate up most of our time was a couple turns, game 1, where we had some really important decision paths to make. Opponent keeps it quick 7, excuse me. This has the natural balance combo. I'm kind of tempted to see what it looks like. Emblem Sippy Timer? Does exactly that way. Oh, okay, well, glad I kept the balance combo. He's playing Zoo. Cool. I mean, I kind of just want to get the Bog out of the way. Bog doesn't do anything in this matchup. I mean, it makes our EE a little bit better, I suppose. Ball says you're going to rent your Grixis Ass Foretold. You can be on Planeswalkers. Forgot to say good luck, have fun. Draw us a land, cause you're the Goblin Guide. Oh man, another guide? It's tempting just to balance, like, as soon as we can, to be honest, stream. Well, drew a Logic Knot, so now I'm sad that we didn't keep. Rethra says, you should think more about playing Bog first, because you need the mana for early action. Yeah, I mean, now I'm regretting it because we top-decked a Logic Knot. I do regret it a little bit. I mean, maybe I'm not even supposed to show him that. Like, maybe I should not even play the trade routes, like make him think we have a mana leak or something. Yeah. At least pretend we have something. Logic Knot wouldn't even matter here. That's true. We only have one fetch. We would have had 2 fetches if I led Flooded Strand. Swift Spear. Well, the nice thing about Zoo is they don't run as many burn spells. They run more, they're more creature heavy. Spike us. I mean, this is still a ton of damage stream. Like, we're going to 9 and then we're going to nearly dead here. He might just be a Nikado version of Burn. D-Sphere. Yeah. We're not getting low, we're going to dead. The Swift Spear plus the Lava Spike was an additional 5. And then he already had 7 damage on board. Alright, Burn. I guess he's just Nikado Burn. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit thinking that he's actually Zoo. We have a really good matchup against this post board, though. I came prepared. We got even freaking core Firewalkers. What do I cut in this match? Burial, Big Gideon, Jace. I don't even really like Cryptics, to be honest with you. I mean, we'll keep some, but I'd rather run like Celestial Purge, maybe even Vendilion blocks. Well, then not like we could have played the game any better. I mean, I guess we could have logic knotted something, and that's about it. But I think we were still... that's okay. So I like Pack plus Gideon. Cut the shadows. Alright. We have room for 3. Do you guys want to run 3 Cryptics? Get rid of all your top end? I mean, we could put in the Vendilion Click. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Verdict. I don't think it's that great. Eidolon is such a problem, I'd even maybe consider the Disenchant Eidolon of the Great Revel. Sometimes I'll bring that in, just with one thing in mind. Oh, Crucible comes out in this matchup too. Yeah, Crucible out. Maybe even trade routes. Like, a lot of our grindier stuff, like some of our big walkers, come out in this matchup. Like, I'm not bringing in Elspeth. You don't hate Big Gideon? Really? I guess Big Gideon is synergy with Small Gideon. That's true. That's very true. So you might still run the Cryptics. They just don't feel great against Burn. Yeah, give me 3 Cryptic. Maybe we weren't supposed to run these. No, explosives can be a blowout sometimes. They run a lot of CMC ones. And I think Verdict stays. Excuse me, D-Sphere stays because they have a lot of redundancy on their... Oh my sweet lord. This is a snap keep against Burn. Holy hell. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's like a god hand against Burn. Alex thinks that the Estol's the worst card in the deck. I don't disagree with you. Early action. Give him the action. Give him the action. This is gonna be a sick timely, isn't it? Casual 23 life against Burn. The tables have turned, sir. Gideon is sweet against Eidolon. Yeah, you can target the Eidolon, that's true. You got it. I have an Atarka's command here. It's kind of what I'm smelling. Kind of smelling Atarka's command. So if I do block, it's a triple block on the Goblin Guide. And then if he has Atarka's, at least we've traded the soldiers for damage. Or if he doesn't have Atarka's, we get to keep a soldier at the end of that exchange. Which is fine. There's the Eidolon. Okay. You like that block? Cool. Glad you liked it. You like suspending visions there? may have been correct. Then you get to keep up the Cryptic forever. Breathurst wants to know if I ever suspend the Ancestral. Yeah, I will. I just didn't think that was the board state for it. I actually kind of considering killing the Swifty Spear. But then again, maybe I'm supposed to try to get the full value out of the Blessed. Kind of just thinking of killing the Swift Spear. Yeah, I think I just Blessed this Swift Spear. Then we hold up Cryptic forever. That's why I didn't suspend the Ancestral. Bear with me, stream. I'm still learning the deck, and maybe that was better than getting rid of the Swift Spear. But he didn't have a follow-up play, so that makes me think otherwise. I mean, we could shock ourselves here to do both, but I think that's a mistake. Let's be patient, and we might top our As Foretold instead to cast the Ancestral. What's up, Muffin Button? How's it going? How is it going? Now you're just wondering if you do it or just insta with As. I prefer to cast it with As Foretold, but yes, we will suspend it from time to time. Absolutely. Alright. This is an instance where I would suspend it. We should suspend our Restore balance, right? Get there, little guy. Get there, Token. Come on, Token. He's on 4 cards. That's terrifying. Soldier hype. Soldier boy. Shard Volley. Okay. Hey, what's up, Romario? Hello, Colonnade. I'm a little worried that he's setting up to overload us kind of situation. Which makes me maybe want to be aggressive with this Cryptic. Even though that's likely a bait spell. Another Cryptic. Yeah, he shocks himself. Plays out Searing Blaze. Maybe he's sitting on Skullcrack effects? Yeah, I mean, he might be being patient for that reason, that's true. I mean, of course I'm nervous that 7 opponent has Boros Charm in his deck. Searing Blaze still in us? What? Hey! Science rules. Nemox, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the BrewSpytheMagicGuy show, where we play wonderful, wonderful decks. Or at least I think they're wonderful. It's debatable if they're wonderful. And Mana Leak's dead at this point. Let's not be shy with this. I know what you're thinking, stream. BrewSpy, you didn't fast tap. Colonnade and Seacrum Coast and all these white duels. Blue-white duels, they... Ooh, okay. I mean, we don't have the Gideon to pair with it, but that would be the nuts if we drew the Gideon here. Wrong Gideon. I was about to get all excited. I was like, Gideon! Do we suspend this? Or, man, I feel like we're gonna hit our enchantment. I feel like we're so close to doing so, you know, stream? That mindset, though, has really hurt us in the past. I'm gonna go ahead and suspend it. I've been there before. I've been there. I'm like, oh, man, we're gonna draw the enchantment off the top. We're gonna draw the As Foretold, and then we never do. And then I'm like, man, I should have just suspended that Ancestral. Oh, sorry, Hots. It's a nervous habit of mine. Like when I play Magic, I really shouldn't be because it's my legacy deck, and they're imperfect fits, but they're not quite. All right, well, I appreciate you telling me that it bothers you. I'll put them away. I'll put them away. Alright, so. Boros Charm to the face. Ugh. That sucks for us. I think I actually will even counter it. What's up, G-Man? If only we had little Gideon. If only. If only we had Gideon. Watch us draw him. Okay, go. I feel like it helps me focus, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'll try to figure something else out for me, for myself. Alright, so we play Stranded. We probably don't crack it, though. And then we deploy Big Gideon. Patcha says, my buddy played Restore, and then Emrakul do. That's cool. Player, please, please, Brick. I don't know, most burn players I play against always seem to run hot. Yeah, we're probably dead. He's just a Boros Charm away. That's something I'd consider just de-sphering, although it might turn on a Destructive Revelry, yeah. Like, if there is a card in my opponent's hand that's not a land, it's probably another Searing Blaze, or it's a Destructive Revelry. So if it is indeed Revelry, we should path this. Frosted says, keep shuffling. Keep on shuffling. Nah, that's cool. I can chill. Ooh, Cryptic, that's fantastic. I think we win now. There's still, obviously, a chance that I just die, but I think we get him with Gideon once by himself, and then we pair it with the Colonnade the second time. Is Red-White better than Red-Blackburn? I prefer the Naya version. I think the Naya version is stronger. CC was a great draw. Yeah. This Ancestral coming off is going to be a huge game. If he doesn't try to kill us in response to this, I think we got the game. We have to win game 3, though. Ooh, Gideon of the Trials, so... Do I have enough mana to justify Colonnade attacking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I still technically have Colonnade. Blood says we don't need the manland. Don't involve Colonnade. I mean, he might even have brought in weird things like Path. Just hit him with Gideon. You're thinking so much? You're thinking way too much? Oh, or I just punted. I forgot to activate my Gideon. Jeez, the punt is so real. We had the win. We had the win. We had the win, and I just pushed the wrong button. I'll start it off though. Punt. Oh man, you know, one of these days I'm gonna realize that you shouldn't play Magic after a long, long day. I had a long day, guys. You shouldn't play Magic after a long, long day. All right. Play the 3 mana Gideon and Emblem now, because we're screwed. Yeah, I screwed us over. Alright, so that's how we recover. Gideon of the Trials. I know, it was a busy day too. Alright, so play 3 mana Gideon, try to get us out of this mess I put us in. You know, we do actually have Leak plus Cryptic. You usually want to play the Gideons in the opposite order, though. You usually want to lead on Gideon of the Trials, and then this gets killed, and then you have Big Gideon follow up. It's usually how you want to do that. Alright, we'll Emblem. This may cause him to try to kill us right here. Okay. We have a little protection. The issue is this Gideon is only a 4/4. He's at 5. Oh boy. Why do I do this to you guys? I'm so sorry sometimes. Sometimes. It's making for interesting magic, though. Not that I'm trying to justify my punt. It is made for some really interesting magic. It wasn't on purpose, Ref. It was not. It was a legitimate, honest mistake. And this doesn't mean I get the mana leak either, so that's something to think about. We could lose it all here. I don't get both the mana leak and the cryptic here. Skull Crick. Okay. Now we got it. Because whatever his last card is, as long as it's counterable, I win. Oh, he killed my Gideon. Oh, that's what he was doing. I should have maybe cryptic that. Okay. Huh. I could have sworn that was going face. Gideon just bought us some life. We probably have the Colonnade win now. I mean, if his hand is 2 burn spells, I lose no matter what, because I can't cryptic. We can't cryptic and leak. Well, leak is probably dead at this point. Alright. So we did have that a turn ago, and I just punted it, and we still won. It's always nice when your deck is strong enough to still win for you, even though you make a grave mistake. Grave as in we died, probably, somewhere along the line. God, can we just draw these Firewalkers? That was still a really solid hand, but can we just draw these, like, sideboard cards, please? Hope he doesn't put Path in now that he saw the Gideons. That would suck. What do you guys think? I think we run it back out. I mean, do you guys see any obvious changes? Is there anything in this sideboard that we're like, yes, we want that? I'm definitely distracted and tired. I'm doing my best to stream. I'm trying. This morning we played some clutch magic. I went, what did we went 2-1 this morning. So now we're like a 2-2 right now. I'm hoping to go 3-2. Can we just pull this together? Can we just bring it together? Let's bring it together right here. Let's come together now. Put it in the Crucible. No, don't. They're there to make them think I have the tech. Yeah. This has some early interaction. It's got 2 removal spells and an explosives. I mean, you keep this? We're on the draw. It's 1 Foretold away from the natural balance. We have this naturally. We didn't have to tutor for it. Rather have Shadow in than EE. Mana Screw. EE will be a nice catch-all. I mean, I think this hand's fine. It's not winning any medals, but I think it's okay. I think we certainly could mulligan to a worse hand. It's got 3 pieces of early interaction. Well, 2 pieces of early-ish interaction, 1 slightly overcosted piece of interaction. We'll keep it. I'm scared that he kept his 7, though. Makes me think I should maybe try to mulligan for a core Firewalker, but... And maybe I'm supposed to put the explosives out on... Holy hell, Batman! Woo! Alright, so let's go ahead and suspend this because there's really nothing I can do besides... I mean, I could put explosives on 1, but then he's not going to want to play his 1s, and we kind of want him to play them out so we can explosives them away. It's not GG, because he may have brought in the paths, but that was an excellent... That was like the best top deck possible. He saw what? What do you mean he saw it? What did he see? Now, Core Firewalker doesn't line up great against Tecatl, so that's something else you gotta think about. What do you mean he saw what? He saw my Firewalker win. Oh, I finally saw it, yeah. Well, I'll take the damage here to get the Firewalker in play. Don't have Path, buddy. Don't have Path. Just don't have Path. Just don't have Path. And then we gotta take out the Tecatl, and then we're good. Question mark? We're decent. We're decent if we take out the Tecatl. We're decent. If I draw another white source, I may just... Or I guess just any source. Right? Yeah, any mana source. Any untapped mana source. Specifically untapped mana source. I actually think I'm supposed to answer his Eidolon and then his Tecatl. There are a couple other matches that the Firewalkers are useful in besides just specifically Burn, but Burn is obviously the numero uno. Batches says he'll skull crack you if you block with it. He could. Yes, that's true. Yep. That is a trick that most clever Burn players do learn. That's very true, Patches. So Firewalker is not a guaranteed blocker on the Eidolon this turn even. That's very true. That is something we need to be very worried about. I think what my opponent's doing right now is calculating some things. Okay. Yeah. He's probably calculating how much damage can I afford to take off my own Eidolon kind of situation, which is valid. Another Eidolon. Okay. Oh, D-Sphere would be an excellent way to handle these, but we didn't draw the land for it. Committing the second Eidolon to the board is actually very ballsy as a Burn player, although I do have a suspended Ancestral. I think that's what he took into account stream, that I have this suspended. I think we just pass it back and we may be pathing this Staccato. So I think I say go. Although that means I'm taking 4 damage. So we would take 4 damage just to answer Nikatl, but Nikatl is something that has to be answered at some point. Yeah, we did need to land there. Land there would have been big game. But I think we take the 4. That puts us to 9. Yeah, it puts us to 9. I'm actually going to flip blue. Not drawing land was a serious beating for us. Yes, it was. It was. Yeah, it was. Need land, or you may take too much off the Ancestral. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm worried about. We have to cast the Ancestral in a couple turns, unfortunately. It's not really optional. Unless maybe he just sits back and waits. Yeah, we do need an untapped land here, don't we? I got a 5 though. Stream. Yeah, that's not the land we need though. It's one of our untapped lands. We have a few. Like it's Bog, 1 Colonnade. Let's see, 1 Bog, 1 Colonnade, and then 2 Talaria. So we do have 4 tap lands. So unfortunately, we drew one of our tap lands. I think we're dead, right? I can purge one of them, but then we're taking 4, and then I take another 4. Mystic Confluence. Oh, yeah, I noticed Buck and Broncos. Thank you for responding. I think we're just dead, and that's okay. There were a couple matches that we should have won that I didn't. Pat just says, but you would take 6 that way instead of 8. If I purge, I take only 6? What are you talking about? Oh, we're still very much dead, Batches. Unfortunately. Like, we'd have to operate on the higher curve of our deck. Yeah, 4 from Ancestral. And then he just gets to start attacking us even, doesn't he? When he skullcracked us, couldn't he have attacked with the Eidolons? Isn't that somebody was telling me that is indeed an interaction we need to be aware of. That it should stop the damage prevention on the protection. 55 tickets for Mystic Confluence. Whew. Yeah, Buck, and I'm glad you responded to it. He just needs to wait us out and we're toast. I wish Ancestral was a May. Like, I wish casting things like Ancestral was a May. mic off? Oh, sorry guys. We can use the pop filter. It's fine. He's attacking. That makes you think he has a skull crack. I mean, I have to block. He probably has the skull crack. Oh, does the Tarkus command do the same thing essentially? Oh yeah, he's giving +1/+1, so that's a big deal. So now we're dead no matter what. Killed by our own ancestral. How many times have we said that one? I have to cast it. You can't ignore it, unfortunately. Wish it wasn't May. If it wasn't May, though, could we really even win this? The answer is no. We're at 2. The only things I can cast in my deck are CMC, what have you. We should target him. All right, good games. I think this league could have gone better. I'm excited though that even though this was just a prototype, that it did so very well. Like we did win. We technically should have won 3 of those games, and that part of that was because I had real life responsibilities earlier today that I had to leave in the middle of a game that went kind of long. And I'm not even saying, obviously, I would argue it was my fault. Okay, so we are going to main deck the Condemn. Okay, so the last version of the deck looked more like, let me show you. I don't know, wrong place. Oh yeah, Broncos. I mean, I could try to fix the mic real quick. Go to audio, just mess with it. How's that? Is it working now? I just reinitialized it. Sometimes that'll fix it. Otherwise, we have to do like a manual mic. Oh, jeez, Moto. Come on. So the previous version of this had 2 tech edges. I slimmed on those tech edges and I added... Still delayed? Okay. Adam thinks it's my camera than the mic. You know what? I rarely think about that fact, and it very much could just be something wrong with the cam not picking up things at the right time. I rarely think about that fact. That's true. I rarely do mess with my Logitech. Let me go to properties, see what I can do. Turn off your video and turn it back on. Okay. And we're back. Hopefully. Are we good? Anyways, so we're gonna try some of these lands. Somebody wanted me to try Depths with routes. Somebody wanted me to try Kabira with routes. We already were trying Bog and Colonnade with routes. Obviously, what routes does for something like Colonnade is it's essentially a bounce, aka protection spell, recurring. You can use it multiple times at a turn. Bog we can use multiple times. In theory, lands like this we could even try to test and mess around with, use them multiple times. I did, somebody showed me that to Freaky. It was, who was it? It was, Z Magic showed it to me. I might start doing that for my deck lists, to Freaky. But I was going to test a second Pact, and I was going to test a second Gideon. So it's 1:39 in the morning for me. So let's go ahead. Let's jump in. Let's do another league. Let's try it with the changes that I've made. I'm pretty happy with the changes, actually. I didn't change all that much, but I think I changed it where it counts, and I want to test. I was joking with a friend of mine, and I was like, man, we figured out, like a really bad Force of Will for Modern, and that's New Gideon plus Pact. Why do I say really bad? Because you have to resolve something first before it works like a force. You also have to keep the Gideon on the table or you lose the game, potentially. So there's lots of reasons why it's much worse, but we were joking to ourselves that it's almost like a really bad Force of Will. And you know what? Ad Nauseam's been messing with Pact for years. I mean, some of the earliest versions of Ad Nauseam have done things like Angel's Grace plus Pact. Now you even see them running some number of Gideon of the Trials. I mean, if I really want to play Pact of Negation so bad at the GP, I should maybe just sleeve up Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam is quite good right now. It's decent. Hey, we'll keep this. We'll try it. I'll try this. Doesn't have turn 1 spend Ancestral unless we shock ourselves, however. But let's try it. And don't be burned. Knowing my luck, he's burned, but don't be burned. Don't be burned, opponent. Don't do it. Aha! This Ancestral is going to be excellent. We did it. Our Mystic Gate for his fetch land that's happening next turn. Or to play the Shadow. Don't have... Oh, he's blue-white-red control. Oh, fancy. I used to play blue-white-red myself. I like it quite a bit. I'm actually just going to play the planes. Go. How do I like Shadow? I think it's cool in the deck. Like, the deck has... it's already running Paths. It's already running Ghost Quarters. We're already running... what else are we running that has synergy for this? Those are the two main ones. Like, the deck has natural synergy for Shadow within itself, aka Paths and Quarters. And then, of course, like, I've been playing against a lot of Titan Shift. 20 Scientists wants to know, is Ad Nauseam running Gideon? Yes, it is. 20 Scientists, the copies of Gideon that I've seen out of the Ad Nauseam players I've gone up against, occasionally I'm going to see 1 to 2 copies of Gideon in their sideboard. Really what they're there for, though, is they're kind of like a Phyrexian Unlife, although it's a little more white mana than you might want to spend. It's, what's really neat about it, actually I just think I'd play the plane so I represent Cryptic, because we could filter the blue here. Blue. How does it do against Shadow? It does best against Jund Shadow. And the reason is because they run the tutor. It's best against the Jund... That's fine. It's best against Jund Shadow. I'm just going to try to resolve this Ancestral. Let's see if he tries to counter this. I assume he may try. Small Town says, wow, this is different. Looks neat. Yeah, I like it quite a bit. Didn't draw an Ancestral, though. It's okay. Do you want to stick the Foretold? I mean, definitely we have Outlogic on our hands, so there's many reasons to go with the Flooded Strand. I think I just resolved the... Tempted to just resolve the Foretold here. Just stick this. We do have Snapcaster plus Pact. This is actually a bit of a combo, especially if they counter the Pact of Negation, because then you just get to snap it back and reuse it. And you're only paying for 1 Pact. You're not paying for both. If the first one gets countered, bolt in the face, it's fine. Go for it. The Slow Burn. He's just playing Slow Burn deck. We don't need a fetch yet. Sure. Slow Knife. I'll gain some. Throws a wrench in his plan, right, stream? Go. He doesn't really want to talk to us, so I'll just go ahead and close that. He don't want to talk no more. Guys, we just need trade routes. We can keep bouncing this Kabira. Oh, the value. Like, some games I'm just like, I really wish I could draw the trade routes because I just want to see how it works, given the board state, because it's going to have different roles depending on, it's fine, what goes on. Why is it not letting me turn this on? Oh, I have a lock on? Yeah. Oops. Of course I had the little lock on. Gideon. Hello, Gideon. Maybe I should have shocked there. Logic not sweet because it gets around Spell Snare. It's rarely going to be. I would argue that it's never going to be CMC2. It's going to be much larger. A ton of the time, most of the time, almost all of the time. I can't imagine why you would Logic not for 0. It's usually 3 or more CMC. Just neat. Gets around. Yeah. He's gonna stare at this. You're gonna counter it, buddy. Come on, it's obvious you have a mana leak. You want to mana leak this? Go for it. Thank you. I'm still plussing this Gideon though. I know I want to turn on the Pact negation, but I think we plus on the Colonnade. Play around like Bolt or Snapcaster Bolt. Would I counter a Snapcaster Mage if he were to play one, like try to Snap Bolt this? I think I would. I'm assuming his hand is a Snap. Jeskai control is really all about Snapcaster. I mean, we have Snaps in ours. Obviously, there's one in my hand. We're somewhat about Snap. Melfina says, oh yeah, I forgot my pipe. Or, not pipe. People call this, I think the slang is pop filter. They call it the pop filter. Let me go ahead and put that over my face. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It was fine when we booted up today, Melfina. I even restarted my computer, my streaming computer. I don't know. So at least you get my eyes, my nose. I'm sure it's still plenty noticeable if you really try. Alright, snappity dap. Oh, flashback, that's fine. One of these days my opponent's going to play fetch land unless he's running on a budget. I imagine he has fetches. Come on, buddy. Show me a fetch land. Show me your moves. You need to be careful though, if I play the Shadow he'll just double quarter us. It's all plus, by the way, stream. All of us. You need to be careful when your opponent's sitting on a bunch of quarters. This is all players, so dangerous. Dangerous. It's dangerous. Come on, show us what you really are. Where's your Nahiri? Come on, show me. Show me. Show me. Now, Logic Knot doesn't have good synergy with Foretold, so that's a reason we've even tested weird things like Deprive to bounce our lands for value to reuse. Not so much those lands. Really, we just want to be able to return Talarias that we had to play out as land drops earlier in the game, so you can tutor for you know, explosives, or you can go grab the Restore Balance, or you can go grab the Bajuka Bog, depending on the matchup. Helix. Okay. He's still going after us. Crazy. I mean, I gotta hand it to this guy. He's determined. Opponent is determined. Okay, so now we go for Gideon Emblem. He's gonna have some number of paths in hand, so there's no reason to animate Gideon until we're ready to protect it. And now we've got Pact Negation, Snap, Pact Negation. Now, if my opponent has a way to, like, remove the Gideon, then we're toast if I use multiple Pact Negations in a turn. So we need to be careful of that, stream. That can absolutely backfire in my face. But the fact that he's ignoring my Gideon means we get to really abuse the value of this card. I'll show you how that works. This new version we're testing in this league is going to have more Gideons. It's going to have more Pacts. We're running, I think, 2 Pact now, and we're running 2 Gideon to the Trials. So that's exciting. Doesn't want to do anything still. Tempted to quarter him. Nah, patience. Just give me an Ancestral, come on. Give me an Ancestral, please. Give me a Cryptic. At this point, we have Foretold on 4. Oh, cool. Oh, there you go. I don't have to even Ghost Quarters Colonnade, potentially. We can just Gideon it. Go. And we're building up a mana advantage. DeFreak says, time to head out deckless one. Yeah. What is this? Oh, sure. That could have been a spot for me to Ghost Quarter and Shadow, by the way, when he tapped both his Ghost Quarters. That was, oh, geez. Moto's crashing. It's crashing down! Moto's crashing down! Yeah, that was our window if I wanted to do that. Thanks for the follow, Reflex. No, I don't want to animate my Gideon in the face of 7 cards. Are you kidding me? He's just going to path it. I think we just use him as an engine for these pack the negations we're hopefully going to continue to draw. What do you even put explosives on in this matchup? Any bright ideas? I might just discard it. I mean, I'd put it on 4 if I thought he had Nahiri. I can't. Oh, no, I can't. If we had the Bajuka Bug, I could put it on 3. Maybe you set this to 2 for Snapcasters. Your opponent's on Jeskai Burn. We could set this to 2. You could justify setting explosives to 2. I mean, it'll remove anything from Thing in the Ice I've seen out of these decks. I've seen Young Pyromancer. I've also seen Snapcasters, obviously. Mosby says put it on 0. Put it on 0 for tokens, maybe, like White Sun Zenith. Or, what's that other spell? Just put the explosives on 0. I'm tempted to put it on 2. Then it removes, like, Snapcasters. Chumpcaster Mages. I think it's going to be 2. Yeah, I want to be able to kill Chumpcaster Mages. I know I have a Chumpcaster in my hand, but... I mean, who knows, maybe these are going to be Tradecaster Mages, you know? Smacking mages into mages. You want to spell snare this? Go for it, buddy. Leak. I really don't care. No. Interesting game, right? Can we just draw some Talarias or Ancestrals, please? I just want to bury this guy in cards. I want to just bury him in cards. It's the best way to be buried. Guys, if you're thinking about being buried, you should bury yourself in cards. Like, just cover your coffin instead of dirt. Cover it in just like commons and uncommons. All right, now there's the juicy stuff. All right, counter draw. Thank you, sir. How about a free cryptic, buddy? How you feel about dem apples? How do the apples feel, opponent? How did they feel? How did the apples feel? I just really want to pack the negation this guy. I want to pact and then snap pact, you know? Like, I really wanted to show you this neat synergy. This plus this equals awesome. It's awesome. If you're wondering, this plus this equals awesome. And then you throw a Snapcaster in there and you just like snap for a 0 spell. It's like, mind blown. I liked this synergy so much that I went ahead and added a second copy of Gideon and a second Pact the Negation. How will Alliance work with Foretold? Small town? So Foretold can't pay escalate costs, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it can. I do not think that it can. I mean, once we have enough counter magic, we could animate the Gideon. I don't even know if that's how I want to win this. I kind of want to just grind him out, draw some more cards. We can find out. Cast with Escalate. No, you can still pay the extra. I just don't think Astrotold will pay for the extra. I think Astrotold will pay for the 2 mana, and then you have to pay for the rest. You know? I think I should just actually cast this. Even just hard cast it myself. He's just trying to burn us out. Oh geez, did I accidentally double tap there? I just floated. I didn't realize I tapped and then forgot to untap those. That's funny. That's awful. Well, maybe this will coax him into actually doing something. That was terrible, guys. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I'd already started to tap for it, and then I decided to do it a different way, and then I didn't actually do it. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up in this place, and then it was white mana that we floated, and oh, it was just all the awful things we could possibly do there. All of the terrible things. Guys, we could cast an Elspeth. Alright, Crucible he'll fight over. Guaranteed. He fights here. He fights. Crucible's a must answer. We finally found something worth fighting over. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Can you beat Double Pack the Negation Cryptic Logic Knot? I can cast all of them too, right? Yeah. Can you beat this plus this plus this plus this? Sweet lord. I'll pay for it. We don't have to start using the Ghost Quarter immediately. We can just get back and fetch land. You can't let this resolve, opponent. This is a win condition, basically. You can't let this resolve, opponent. Gross. That's probably game stream. It's gonna take a while. Actually, he's on 15. Why am I at 19 and he's at 15? What you doing over there? Seriously. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just wondering what he's up to over there. That, like, I'm the deck that has, like, so many more things going on. Yet we're the ones sitting on more clock time? Whatever. I don't mind. Guys, we're gonna get this Gideon to like 20 loyalty. I know it. I know it. He's gonna be so burn-proof by the end of this game. We're just having a good time. Like me too, Elspeth. Like me too. Certainly. Certainly. Alright. Actually, no, we have to just let this go, because I can't shadow. He's got 2 Ghost Quarters of his own. Let's try to cut him off white, actually. I'm gonna go after his white sources. That's a suspicious looking hollowed fountain. I will Gideon plus it. Surprised we haven't found any more ancestrals or anything of that sort. We only found one. Oh, I'm not even running Mana Leak in my new version. I was just like, you know what? It's just not a great card. Just cut it. I just cut it. It's gone. Replaced it with more pertinent counter spells. You know? Sometimes that's how I feel. Slow knife, alright. I mean, once we cut all his white sources off, we can get in. It's a suspicious Ghost Quarter. Did you see that Ghost Quarter look at me? Or Gideon plus it go. I feel like I should be the one that takes more time because I'm streaming and trying to entertain you guys whilst I play Magic. Right? Aren't I the one that's am supposed to take more time? He's Ghost Quartering me? You, sir, are Ghost Quartering moi? You are Ghost Quartering moi when you don't have that much going. Oh, sure, it's fine. You are Ghost Quartering moi. I meant to get the island, by the way, stream, if you're wondering. Moto sometimes already locks in your click, and I was being impatient. Well, now I have to get island. You Ghost Quarter moi? Melfino wants to know what Foretold works with things like Condescend. Not very well, and that's the detriment of running any Logic Knots. This honestly doesn't have Foretold synergy, but it's still just such a solid counterspell that I do like it. No No white sources. Stop it. Stop with your white sources. Stop it with the white sources. Just stop it. Get out of here. We have so many hard counters, it's not even funny. We could lose it all if he, like, cryptics my Gideon back to our hand, though. Ghost Quarters are down, trying to strip mine. Oh, yeah, I could shadow. That's true. Good point, Elspeth Ice Scoop. Alright. Writing on the wall. Alright, Elspeth in. And Dylan click in. D-Sphere is just a nice universal answer. Game goes long. Yeah, let's put it in the second one. Sure. We do like our graveyard. I'm less about Snapcaster than his deck is. We could swap our snaps for Graph Diggers. And then our Logic Knot still works. Our Crucible still works. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, mostly Firewalkers could get there. He'll probably slim on his paths. Like, these could just walk across the battlefield and win the game for us. Condemn out. Or you could run, like, Crypt. I think between Cages and Bajuka Bog will be fine. Burial out. Verdict could maybe stay. I mean, he's the type of opponent that I would totally put him on having, like, Geist Ink Draft sideboard plan. You know? I would. I would say that about my opponent. I would. Let's keep the balance in for that reason. Three cuts. Too much graveyard hate? Yeah, I probably shouldn't even bring in the Cages. You know, these are, like, really going to shine when my opponent's, like, Dredge, or... Like, I feel bad for Dredge. I'm actually pretty heavy on graveyard hate now, aren't I? I've got, like, a Crypt, Tutorable Crypt, Tutorable Bajuka Bog, 2 Rest in Peace for Tarmogoyf decks, and then 2 Cages for Coco Cabana decks, Cord decks. These are really good right now. The Cages are actually more so not for graveyard. These are more so for Collected Company decks, Cord decks. There's a lot of them being played right now. Yeah, just, I'm not sure what I want to cut. Could be the Explosives. Maybe I should just still just run 1 D-Sphere, and then this should just be as a tutorable out. I don't even know if I want the extra D-Sphere. I mean, I want 1. Cut Explosives for sure. Really? Okay. Alright, give him the D-Sphere. Give him the D-Sphere. Our Explosives can only get to CMC2, occasionally 3. That's very true. I'm not running many fetches. We thought about running a Miser's extra colored source. My extra colored source is just the Bajuka, really. Oh, there it is. Guys, we could have had a sweet, sweet Explosives. Oh god, I left in all the paths, didn't I? Whoops. I think you are supposed to cut some number. I think we're supposed to cut like 1, at least. My bad. Because we have Ghost Quarters to answer Colonnades. You know? Well, who knows? Maybe these are good. Do you try to slow roll the Bajuka until there's some juicy spells in the graveyard? Maybe. Bet he has like a ton of artifact removal now in, right? No, I would. He must be just Jeskai Burn. I have no idea what's going on over there. It's playing like a glorified Burn deck. I shouldn't bash him. I mean, I played Jeskai Control myself, and I like him quite a bit. The old put you to 13. Oh, Gideon. Hello. Hello there. I'll just bog the burn spells away. It seems like what he's up to, anyway. Snapcast those. Not anymore, buddy. Not anymore, bucko. They're gone. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, I get to stick Gideon, potentially, if we draw White Source or fetch. Hey. I want to turn on this Cryptic. Is it worth the damage, though? I mean, I'm at 10. I want to turn the Cryptic on, though. You know what? We could Ghost Quarter ourselves if we absolutely have the Cryptic. It's probably not worth. And we might draw another way to get to the Cryptic. Could draw the Mystic Gate, you know? Sometimes that's how you get there. It's a suspicious Sacred Foundry. I'm gonna Gideon that. Ball says Sassy BrewSpy, best BrewSpy. You know what's funny? I've been around some sassy people recently, so I'm learning the sass. I'm working on the sass. You know, I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to learn how to be. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to learn to be tasteful with my sarcasm. I rarely use it, sarcasm, but I think if I'm going to practice and work on it, I think if I'm going to use it in my everyday life, I want it to be tasteful. So I think it's really important to discern between the differences. There are differences in types of sarcasm. I think there's there's certainly like intelligible, like you're making a really nice, like almost like a pun. Like it takes a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Assessing the situation, you know. Oh, this is a free attack, sure. You know what I'm saying? Spory for your typing. Oh, Melfina, get some rest, friend. Sleep well, dear friend. Sleep well. Melfina's been with the stream a long time. So get some rest. You don't need to stay up for us. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the support. Get some rest, friend. There'll be other streams. Oh, Firewalker. You got what I'm trying to say? Thanks, Balls. This is a lot of fun. I'm really liking this deck. I think we may have found the one, Balls. I think I was trying to go too outlandish when really maybe Foretold's home was just a really solid blue-based control deck. Where's this going? Surely this isn't going at Gideon. Oh no, he's going after Gideon. Oh my Gideon, no! Gideon, no! Gideon, no! He's trying to kill my Gideon, guys! Stop it. Don't you dare, opponent. I will cryptic if you... I'm crypticing this. Stop it. Leave Gideon alone. What do you do to you? Leave him alone. Oh, thank you, Melfina. I will. You have some dreams. Have some amazing dreams yourself. Big Giddy. Oh, hell. Oh, man. Pardon my French, but this just got real. Time to upgrade our Gideon. Time to upgrade. I think this is better than resolving the core Firewalker. It must be my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Time to Big Gideon. Yes, I'd like to keep this one. Oh, Big Gideon plus emblem achieved. Oh, so good. Let's suspend this. Oh, that turn was sick. We did so many wonderful, wonderful things. All of the wonderful things. Guys, why did we try to brew a Reanimator as Foretold when this was our destiny? This is it. This could be the deck that I take to GPVegas. This could be it. Guys, this could be it. You trying to siphon what ley lines or not? Are you like combo balls? I thought you were playing Grixis control. I thought you were playing Grixis. Oh, that's sweet. You know what though? He might have the path. He might also have the Spellstorm. Why don't we wait on this core Firewalker? I think we'd be patient. I mean, yes, I could Ghost Quarter his Foundry, but that doesn't accomplish much. He still have a white source. Alright, Elspeth says, if you take this to GPVegas, you have to make at least top 8 so we can be super proud of you. Oh, well, thanks, Elspeth. Kitty, no! Oh, well, thanks. You know what's funny? My grandparents, the fact that I'm sharing this with you guys is because I'm really tired and my inhibitions are gone. Oh man, we have Cryptic counter? Path me now, bro. Path me now. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all. Don't you path me. Don't you do it, opponent. Don't you dare. Huh. Oh, he left path in. He did. We'll have to show him what's up. You don't leave that card in. It gets countered. That's why you don't leave that card in. Oh, I should have maybe... Could I have left up? Yeah, I could have left up core Firewalker mana. I think he would just resolve the Foretold though. It is time to Foretold. Go. Meant to tap for blue. What was I casting like a Vindicate there? Black, white, colorless. Show him what's up. I can't afford the rental for Grixis, so you'll be on the Planeswalkers list. Oh, balls, I actually think your Planeswalker list is really sweet. Does it have the moons in it? You gonna run moons? Talk to me, balls. Are you gonna run moons? I should just call you McGee, by the way. McGee, you gonna run blood moons in your Ponza Walkers list thing? Alright, he's trying to be sneaky. You see this? He's got his Ghost Quarter to Ghost Quarter himself. You see this nonsense? He's trying to get us with his path here. He's trying to make me think he doesn't have it. He certainly could Ghost Quarter himself and then he gets us. I will not be falling for that. I think I just resolved my Firewalker. Where's he go? You running Moon on the side? Oh man, mainboarded! Dude, Moon is so strong right now. Ball. Do I need anything for the list in real life? Buckin asks. I do. He's starting to get his foot in the door. We need to finish this game, actually. Our hand's not great. We draw all the paths that I said we were supposed to side some out, so... I know I'm sitting here, like, being all like, oh, we win this game. Oh. Like, no. Like, this is how we lose. Like, he's starting to do his think twice nonsense, and... I have a bunch of dead paths in my hand. Blood Moon's so sick right now. Yeah, Blood Moon, man. Main it. Main some of them. McGee, do it. Just do it, man. Talari. Could suspend an Ancestral. Oh, you know what? We have Cryptic. I think we just go for it. If he has more paths, fair enough, you know? Hats off to you, opponent. Hats off. Hats off to my opponent. If he has more... Oh, wait, do we have enough blue to... Hold up. I should have transmuted. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... Blue, 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 blue. Hang on, but this Ghost Quarter, I could Ghost Quarter myself for a basic island? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we should have... Oh, jeez, I'm punting. We should have transmuted. We have Gideon Emblem. I could have gotten the counterspell. Just path in response to his path. No, I was supposed to transmute. Ugh. I punted. Oh, did it. Pact the Negation, try to end the game. Have you ever seen a control deck just be like, Pact the Negation? Like, and I've tried to make a control deck that runs Pact before. It's never really worked. Get in there, guys. Let's do it. What you got for me, opponent? That's gonna beat Cryptic backed up with the Pact the Negation. I mean, I don't really want to Ghost Quarter myself. Let's just pack that. That was sick. Tutor up a Force of Will. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. 2-0. Am I tired enough yet? Now let's keep going. Got this. I feel like the juices are flowing now. Got this. Oh, missed. Sorry, that part of my screen's covered up by my drink. I had to, like, look over at my OBS. Got him! Tutorable Force of Will, right? Right? Totally Force of Will, right? No. Not even close. Not even close. But guys, it's Force Will. We don't even have to pay the life. No, it's not the same thing, BrewSpy. But guys, what if we just, like, pair it with Gideon in the Trials? Then it's Force of Will, right? 2 cards, right? 2 cards? Force of... No, not even then is it Force. Not even then. Alright, McGee says you may main the moons. Not sure what you would cut for them, though. Hey, what's up, Wonderfully Terrible? You just missed us win. But now you get to maybe see us win with this. I'll keep this. This is pretty mixed. Pretty nice mix. It's got an explosive. It's got our combo card. Alright, Lotus Bloom. Oh man, Gideon wins this matchup. Holy crap. Do we just get a free win? Guys, if we stick Gideon game 1 beats ad nauseum. Holy crap, did we just get a free win? Guys, I think we just got a free win. Unless he has Angel's Grace plus Pact the Negation, we just got a free win. If we can stick this, we win. We call it Force Gideon. We may have just won. They don't have a way to remove this game 1. Most ad nauseum lists don't have a way to remove something like Gideon of the Trials. We probably just won. Unless he comes up with like some sort of convoluted plan where he like draws most of his deck and then tries to beat us down with like Simian Spirit Guides. I have no idea. I don't know why he would do that to us. Alright, this is gonna be tab. Just go fetch. You call it. We call it Force Gideon. Alright, Mr. Watt says, BrewSpy, hi, I'm new to Modern and I want... What do you want, Mr. Watt? What do you want? What do you want? Let me just immediately emblem this. What will you do, Mr. Nauseum? Oh wow, and this Gideon hit the table the turn before the Naz. Oh, go for it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh wow, he's going for it. Did you read this? Maybe he's got a main deck bounce effect. That's possible. I hope not. Do you guys think he really does? Oh, you know what? Maybe he has enough mana to Lightning Storm the Gideon and then still win off the lab mana. I hadn't thought about that. He might. Hang on, let me do the math. Let's see. This plus this plus this. We may have also needed Arcpact the Negation there. I know I got all excited, but I didn't think about that possibility. If he has enough mana, he should be able to Simian, Lightning Storm the Gideon, and then play the Lab Man. Yeah. We're still dead. Alright, well at least we get to see his version. I got all excited because I was like, yeah, this just wins. In fairness, we could have held on to the Logic Knot, but then that also could have just lost to Pact. Yeah, I think he has enough mana to do that, unfortunately. Patches says... Lightning Storm. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately he had enough mana to... Actually, he had more than enough mana to do both those things. Okay. Alright. Let's board. I still think that this is going to be Deece for us. Deece is in, I think we can win it. Actually, instead of D-Spheres, why don't we go with just the... I think we can still take this match. I think we can. Firewalker's another early game clock. That might be relevant. Because some of our stuff is just pretty much dead. Pretty dead. Lights out. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, Elspeth is a clock, albeit a really bad one. Stony's for sure. I think Engineered is okay. We might still run it. You know what? Give me the D-Spheres, after all. If I'm going to put in 2 Stonies, I don't really want that. And let's run the Elspeth. Sparkle says put in the Stony. We did. What else do I need, though? I guess we could still run Explosives. Is that better than just a rando, like, path or something of the sort? I mean, I've seen all sorts of sideboard plans, excuse me, over the years from Nauseam. Some of them do involve creatures. That'd be a reason to run something like a Singleton Verdict, perhaps. Mr. WOJT, what was the rest of what you were trying to type to us? It got cut off, my friend. You're new to Modern, you want to know what? You want to know... I'm trying to, like, ad-lib this. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I'm new to Magic and I want to... You want to play Modern? You want to... what? What is it that you want? I'm, like, so perplexed. I'm, like, so curious. Like, what did he want to say? That's, like, a really interesting lead-in. He's like, I'm new to Modern, like, what do you want to do, man? What is it? Tell me. Alright, These don't happen until turn 3 at the earliest. Arguably, it's more like a turn 4, maybe turn... Well, turn 3 if you have Gideon. It's a turn 5 play if we don't have Gideon in the Trials, by the by. Keep that in mind. These are more like here. You know what, I may still run the Explosives. Now, let's just run a Sneaky Verdict. Maybe he does have a sideboard creature plan that we're unaware of, and I don't want to be made aware of it and have 0 answers. Alright, Shadow, Crucible. I actually think we should mulligan for a more interactive hand. Although, I mean, that's a solid opener. Against a lot of decks, you could keep something like that. This is a little more degenerate. I think I will keep this. Wish we had a fetch land to play with the depths that we're testing. We are just testing the depths. That's why it's... Oh, not that all the cards I'm testing and not sure about are foil, but this one just happens to be. Oh, I was supposed to take out the balance, too. Well, no, that's not true. We could draw the combo. Like, if we have Stony Silence on the table, plus we draw the, Foretold, which you already have. I guess the only thing the only piece we're missing to the Armageddon is the trade routes. Keep. I'll keep a snap, perhaps. It's a clock. No, we should bottom it, actually. Right, we need to draw some permission. Yeah, bottom. We need to draw to permission. Let's go in depths. Look at the top 3. None of that is what we need. That's rough. Well, I mean, I'm happy to see Pact. It's just we didn't see a fetch, so we're stuck with these 3. Oh boy. I guess Shadow's something that I can cast next turn. We may just want to suspend this. We're long away from this Foretold. Jeez. That's not good. I was getting all excited. I was like, oh man, the Gideon will just win. Oh wait, he had enough mana to Lightning Storm and Labman. I'll have to keep that in mind. I will have to absolutely keep that in mind. If they have enough mana, it doesn't do enough. And remember, they do get essentially 4 free red mana when they go through the deck. I'm just going to Shadow, I think. Left him in just a cantrip. You don't usually see fetches out of nauseam. Not typically. What's all this? Pentatcher. I don't know, I still feel like I want to hold this for the Foretold. That's like the first spell we're going to want to resolve. So we're just hoping that that's what we need. We might be dead as soon as next turn, honestly. Come on, deck. Work with us here. I can't even justify it here. Just because we're not going to have any open mana to enjoy it. Like, we might be better off just pretending that we have something. When in doubt, Shadow? Yeah. I don't know if what I'm supposed to do here stream. I mean, any play that I make, we're probably just dead, unfortunately. I thought we were going to be really good against Nauseam, but these hands have not been really great. I guess just hope he doesn't have the full-blown combo. They always seem to, but... They always seem to. Oh my god. Alright. Well, we're drawing another 3 next turn if we live. Lotus Bloom also works with Foretold, by the by. If I was going to play Nauseam, I'd actually maybe consider this card. I actually think we brewed an Foretold ad nauseam at one point. Not that it was any good, but it was interesting for sure. Yeah, we're dead, unfortunately. We can die like men, though. We can Foretold. He pacted my pact. Why? You could have let me lose the game, buddy. Ah, you could have let me die to my own pact. He just wouldn't. Well, now that we know he had a pact of negation in hand, we were very dead anyway. Send him a message. No, I would assume that Nauseam is just something we're just not going to want to face, unfortunately. Yeah. So take it back. Game 1, if they're... Most versions are going to be that Labman slash... I want to see how he sideboarded, actually. It's always interesting to learn. So there's a random... Well, maybe it's not random. So there's an Esper Charm that's come in. There's a Thoughtseize or 2 that came in post-board, so he sided in 1 or more Thoughtseizes. We see Spoils. Spoils you'll usually see out of the Labman builds. And we have an Esper Charm. That's really cool. Yeah, destroying enchantments, or it's a draw 2. I think this is really neat, actually, as a sideboard option. Don't hate it. I play Scred. You know nothing of a horrible ad nos matchup. Yeah, I shouldn't be so disappointed. All right. At least it was quick. We can play some more. Maybe we get to face a Coco deck next. That'd be cool. I do want to test the second Grafdigger's Cage out of the board, absolutely. Buckin says actually it would have been fine if you were on the play. We were on the play. Oh, you're talking about for the whole match, like last game? Maybe. We were about to untap with a Gideon with Emblem game 1. That's true. Are you saying if I won the dice roll? I remember playing it on Stream Balls, your Walker's List. Are you on a bit of a different list now? Let me take a peek. I'll take a peek. This might be our last game. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, and unfortunately, I don't play great Magic when I don't stream great when I've got a headache going on either. I think this is a mole. He quickly kept a 7 though. That's scary. You know what? I'll keep. Oh, mirror match. Kidding, it's not a mirror match if you're wondering, stream. Alright, Ancestral. We may need to add some more fetches just because we're testing a Halimar. It really excels if you have like a fetch or a bounce effect. We do have a bounce effect in the deck, but we don't have only a few fetches. Yeah, so we're against Ad Nauseam again. But this is good. I'm not tilted because the reason is we get to test and we get to actually see if we have a shot. Doesn't look like it, but so let's depths and try to bring some relevant cards to the front of our hand. Alright, Path, Crucible, Snap. None of these really do anything. I might have to myself because none of these really do anything, right? Arguably Snap might. Crucible seems a little just too slow. I may consider quartering myself. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. The reason I'm not joking is because we may need to quarter ourselves because those cards don't do enough. I mean, we'll take the Snapcaster because we have to take at least one of those cards, but yeah. Another Nauseam player. Alright. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm frustrated. I'd be lying if I wasn't a little frustrated. It's just one of those situations. Alright, go for it. So we get to at least see this guy's list. It might even be the same exact. The West is a little different. Maybe this guy's on the Foretold shenanigans, considering I see a West. It might just be Defined Pact. So, I mean, Adnals have played Talaria in the past just to find Pact and Negations against permissive decks. So it looks like he's... You know what would be tilting is if he's on the version that doesn't have Labman. And then this would have been the Ad Nauseam player that our turn 3 Gideon would have beaten. Let's see if he's got it. Oh no, he's got spoils. He's going to have Labman for sure. Yeah. It's almost exactly the same 75. This guy's just got slights. Nope, I don't see a Labman. Wow, that's tilting. So if we had the Gideon, it would have beaten this guy. That's funny. Yeah. What about something like Meddling Mage, says Nugs? I've seen Meddling Mage. Or Eidolon, yeah. Eidolon, Meddling Mage are all good options for Nauseam. Because you really can't fight him on the counter front. Like, you have to have Hate Bears, really. I've seen some Blue Eye Control run things like Meddling Mage or Eidolon. Eidolon would be fine as well. Needle's good here too. I mean, Needle on Storm is nice, but they might still just kill you with Labman button. And that's the issue. I didn't need to show him that we had a white splash. That's silly of me. hot potato. You take it. Hot potato, opponent. Hot potato. Oh. He doesn't have any fetches. We're not really learning anything. Just screwing around at this point. Stream. Give me a land! Give me a land that we needed forever ago. Don't counter my shadow. Oh, he countered my shadow. Oh, he countered my shadow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're dead. Alright. Yeah, Needle, Meddling Mage, Eidolon. I like Eidolon quite a bit, actually. Alright. How do we want to go about this? Let's just draw more live than we did last time. I guess that's all I can really ask for. I'll put the clocks in. Stonies. And you know what? It's good that we're seeing this now. And I know you're sitting there like, BrewSpy, why is this a good thing? Why do you want to get your face punched in? No, it's a good thing. And the reason being is, if we're learning that this is a tough matchup now, we can start to make countermeasures. Yeah, alright, let's go. We can start to make countermeasures and maybe run some tools. It looks like the permission is just not where it's at. It looks like for this matchup, it looks like you want to have hate pieces, like bears even. Or Rule of Law. Yeah, there you go, Rule of Law. Rule of Law's got some other interesting matchups. And we're not heavy on Snapcaster, so like Rule of Law could be sweet. Alright, what about a Singleton Academy, says Buckin. Singleton Academy run more artifacts. It's maybe an option, yeah. This is an interesting hand, Gideon plus Pact. There's not enough white mana to go around, though. I think we probably mulligan this, actually. There you go, there's a Stony. It's good honest magic right there. And should really top this, but I'm going to greedily bottom that. That's a misplay. Actually, we're fetching, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, I'm probably fetching for Tournament Ancestral. Actually, my opponent's... Well, first of all, we have Core Firewalker in my hand. Second of all, my opponent's Nauseam, so we can just go ahead and shock ourselves. First of all. Second of all. And furthermore... Might even just resolve the Firewalker first. No blooms this time? That's nice. Duress. Take my Stony, probably. Give him the law. What's up, Part Trap? Took my logic note. I think maybe I want to play the Stony just because he might have another piece of hand hate and I value the Stony more than the Firewalker? Or do you want to just get the clock going? Tempting to just get the clock going, to be honest. Every turn we cut him off is relevant. Obviously, losing the Stony Silence to another piece of hand hate sucks, but there's another Stony in the deck. And maybe that's just completely wrong. Alright, Dread Shipping. Stony. Get in there. Yes, I brought in the Core Firewalker. Just for a clock, I did. Alright, that's a Dead Lotus Bloom, potentially. Depends on whether or not he's going to remove this. Yeah, it was really greedy of me to bottom that land. It was stupid of me. Draw the Elspeth. Oh, Dreadship is sweet. I like the Dreadships. This is excellent. With a big mana combo deck like my opponents, like cards like this are sweet. Draw. May I please? Oh. Oh, we have the Gideon! Oh, we did it! I should have maybe saved that fetch because we do have the Halimar Depths still to draw. Well, this is excellent. I'm not mad at all. Gideon is excellent here. We already have the Pact in our hand. Oh, he countered it? No, he's just Dreadship. I think that's him saying he just wants to take his turn. We did it. We pulled off a really bad Modern Force of Will, gentlemen. Hope not, button. It'd be funny. Elspeth says you can't target multiple things with Storm. That's true. No, Elspeth, we lost, though, to that fact because earlier my opponent still managed to beat that. He beat it with, this was earlier. Were you not here for that, Elspeth? We played against Nauseam last round, too. I had a Nauseam player still kill us through Gideon Emblem. And he did it with Lightning Storming the Gideon away, and then he proceeded to Labman. Which was very sad. Made me very sad. It is what it is. I think we got this one at least. Excuse me, Firewalker. I mean, I was of the same, Elspeth, I was of the same thought process. I thought that it also, I too thought that it would work. I too felt as though that would be a thing. Yeah, they are a big mana deck for sure. Grace, don't tell me he also has the Pact. That'd be so tilting, like we had like some really good stuff going on in this game and then we just still lost it. No, it has Nauseam for you. We really shouldn't try to... I mean, some of these guys even have like Beseiju. Like, fighting Nauseam through permissive means is wrong. Like, you really want to fight them with on-board stuff. You really do. There's a good chance that he's got the Pact, a negation. I still gotta try to fight here. I guess if we had Snapcaster, that'd be sweet, because I could Pact and then Snap Pact again. Yeah, Snapcaster would have been an excellent draw. Nauseam. Alright, we'll try to fight. Oh wow, he didn't have the... he didn't have it. Okay. Do we board correctly? We got there. I mean, again, like... Alright. Yeah, let's run it back. Firewalker beatdowns, yo. That's our plan. You know what? I don't even think our burn match is that terrible. I mean, sure we did lose it earlier tonight, but maybe the Firewalkers are too specific. Maybe that should be like some Medley Mages or something of the sort. And then against like burn, we can name like a Tarkus Command or whatever. I think I do keep this. Well, if we whiff on this Halimar Depths, like, we're in real trouble. We're only one blue source away from the Vindulium Click, though. We're 2 blue sources away from the Cryptics, but I don't think you throw away a Gideon hand. There you go, Flooded Strand. So we can go Depths, and then we have Flooded Strand to keep only the things that we want. Alright, I will take a Seachrome. So Seachrome represents our other blue sources. I think I would shuffle away the 2 basic planes, so that's kind of a neat synergy. Duress, he'll take my Gideon. I would Duress the Gideon here. Crucible Spicy, do you have any Wasteland effects? I do, I have Ghost Quarters. Plural. We have multiple. He took my Gideon. You took my Gideon! Remind me that we need to fetch this. You took our jobs! Yeah, so we're gonna fetch this because we don't want to draw 2 basic planes, I think. Oh, are we just dead? Spoils. This is aggressive, Spoils. Do you have the kill already? Oh, he named City. Wow, that was clutch. Named City of Brass. Huh. He just needed to make his land drop. That's cool. Well, he just lost 2 Spirit Guides, though. Remember that, stream. He's down 2 Spirit Guides. When he tries to combo, he's going to be down 2 Spirits. He also lost an Nauseam on that exchange. Coast, draw step, click. Turn this off. We're going to click him. Alright, Nauseam, Grace, Unlife. I actually want to take the Unlife, potentially. Well, he needs mana drops, right? Nauseum, Grease. The other thing we could do is take a Nauseum and then try to fight, because we already know that one of these Nauseum's on the bottom. Could take a Nauseum and then try to fight over the Nauseum when he goes for it if he doesn't have the Talaria, or if he doesn't have the Pact of Negation. That's the other thing we do. Now this Unlife buys him a ton of time though. This buys him a lot of time against my Vendilion Click Clock, but we might just need to strip one of these. I'll strip a Nauseum for that reason. Parchef says, don't worry about it, you'll just bounce the Unlife. That's very true. Alright, there's the Unlife. I'm just going to play the Crucible. Stony. So the Stony's relevant because it cuts him off the necessary mana to finish the Wombo. But he's not ready to play the. He's not ready to do it yet though. So I might just go land drop go. We don't have the Stony till next turn. And then by then we'll have Cryptic plus Stony. And yeah, somebody was saying end step I should bounce on life potentially at some point. Yeah, that's relevant. We can only really unfortunately cast one of these Cryptics the turn that he's going to go for it, so something else to keep in mind. Like, we need to draw to some other stuff. No offense to Cryptic, I'm worried. Kind of want to see Pact, you know? There's a Gideon. Not the Gideon we wanted to see, though. Unfortunately, this Gideon didn't make it. Might get there, stream. Might get there. Yeah, we got there. I can just bounce the Unlife. Well, he might have... Unfortunately, my opponent might have the Pact of Negation. He might have enough mana to go for the whole thing. Oh. If he's got it, he's got it. Yeah, he had the Pact. So what if we J-Straw here? Like, thin J-Straw? Got there, didn't get there. We have a Disenchant. All hope is not lost, stream. Jace minus. Logic Nod. He might have even another pack though, right? Oh, interesting, he decides not to... Okay. Because he knows about the Logic Knot. Do we just give up the Jace immediately? I think this might be a scenario where you give up the Jace. We're not gonna... There's not many more games of Magic to be played. This might be a scenario where you don't plus first, then minus. What do you guys think? Definitely considering. We have a few more things to fetch up, so let's go ahead and continue to use this. Continue to thin. This is a scenario where I would consider minusing the Jace aggressively. Jace Plus is never good. Just burn it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why we brought him in this matchup. We brought him in to maybe draw a bunch. Give us a Shadow. I'll take the Shadow, right? No, Ghost Quarter. We need the Ghost Quarter. Well, this game's not going to go long enough, though, for the Ghost Quarter to matter. Right? I mean, we're looking to end it in just a couple more turns, right?
Oh.
So we take the Shadow. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the Bruce by the Magic Guy show. That was our dear, dear friend, or new friend, I should say, Merlin. Merlin Malin. Welcome to the Bruce by the Magic Guy show. I think I take the cantrip over the quarter. I already played our fetch this turn. I'm going to take the Shadow. Lets us see more cards. Shadow's a redraw, exactly. And actually, we maybe just want a Shadow now. There's the disenchant. Alright. Yeah, every turn that we don't play is really good. Nauseam in response. Does he have the Pact of Negation? It would really suck if he did. Don't fetch this turn now? I won't. He can't actually have the simians. He's got exiled. He can't have that many simians. No pact, no pact. I think we got there. If we win this, it was the same, almost exactly the same list, too, as our last opponent. So that would be a big, big upgrade for us to go from unfortunately losing the match to winning it. Okay, so we can beat Nauseam. I mean, we lost to Nauseam, but then we beat it, so maybe we were making too big a deal. I think he was mad. I mean, we played a fair game. Alright, Vampire Garlic Pizza. Alright. Vampire Garlic Pizza. You, sir, are a connoisseur of the finer things. I think I'm all good at this. For various reasons, one of which being hands. Sand seems better. Talaria. I'm actually gonna bottom. Even though that represents like everything from explosives to restore balance. I think I'm still bottoming it here. Alright, so he's playing Gift Storm, most likely. He'll have Blood Moons out of the board. We're not that scared of, actually. He might not even use it on us. We'll see. It is spicy. I've liked it quite a lot. We have some new synergies we've added to it for the deck. Besides Bajuka and Colonnade, we added Adepts, we added a Kabira. It's here for the Wests. It's here for synergy with Crucible together. What else we can do with it? I mean, it gives the entire mana base basic land, or not basic land cycling, excuse me, it just gives it every land in your deck cycling. Just relevant here, potentially. If we draw more lands, I don't really want to make too many more land drops. At most, we want maybe 3 to 4 more land drops over the course of this game. The rest, we're just going to pitch to this and draw cards. It is a spicy card. It is. Well, I kind of want to show him all our non-basics. I wanted him to go for the sideboard Blood Mooning. This is probably Peer Through Depths. Oh man, called it. It's like I know exactly what his deck looks like or something, right? Something of the sort. Oh, how's it going, Nugs? Nugget, did you get my Game Wisp message? I also sent you a Game Wisp message. I don't know if you got it, Nugget. Nugget for the win. What's up, Nugs? Did you get my Game Wisp message? He's having a hard time thinking about this Peer Through Depths. This is the wrong Gideon to see in this matchup. Although I guess even the other Gideon doesn't do all that much against Gift Storm. They can Grape Shot. I guess we want to see Bajuka Bug. I guess. I don't even know if that's all that great in this matchup. Alright, let's see how this goes. Two streams in one day, I'm actually pretty exhausted. And then everything else in the middle. You guys having a good night out there? Alright, Gabo Electro. Is that what we Spell Snare? I mean, would you Spell Snare here? Just out of curiosity, like if we had the Spell Snare even, is that... Maybe you don't Spell Snare, maybe Mana Leak? I don't know. Like, if I had the Mana Leak, would you spend it here? Because it could tag like a Gifts. It's fine, you got it, opponent. Alright, have I revisited Robopod? No, I haven't. Oh, we still have the wrong Gideon. Come on. Still have the wrong Gideon for the situation. We drew the Pact as well. Oh, we drew it. We even drew it. No. I guess I just wait for the gifts and hope. You could just naturally have the empty the warrens, though. Oh, jeez. There's one of those situations where even if I cryptic the gifts, it probably isn't enough. You haven't? Can you look where I'm supposed to go? Okay, so Nugget, check it out. So go to the Game Wisp website. For me, it looks like this, direct messages. I'm not sure exactly what your dashboard on Game Wisp looks like, but you want to go to what's called direct messages. You also should get an email notification. I'm probably going to counter that guess, even though it might not be enough. You want to... I don't know what it looks like on the user side, but I did send you a little message. Does that make sense, Nugs? But no, I have not revisited Robopod Smoker. You might even just have the remand. Sometimes these lists run main board remands. It might not even matter if I get the Cryptic off here. It might. It might matter, and I hope that it does. Buckin says you need to go to subscription section and click on the left. Oh, he does have the remand. Gross. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, remand sweet. I think this might be my last game, guys. This headache is killer. It's starting to even... It's going to start to affect my play if we keep going, and my head really hurts. It sucks. I'm going to drink some water. You doing it on mobile? You're going to have to do it on a laptop or a computer, probably, Nugget. Unfortunately. Alright, you can have the remand. I don't know, I'm guessing he already has everything he needs in his hand to win, then. I'm assuming he already has everything that he needs to win. I could just whisper you what I said to you, Nugget, if you like. Alright, gifts, merchant scroll. I wonder why none of these gifts piles yet have had the passive flames. He must already have it, is my assumption. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is another matchup where, not necessarily Medley Mage, like, this is where I'd rather have the White Eidolon, or Rule of Law, if we were going to run it. We don't have that many Snapcasters, so I don't even think Eidolon or Rule of Law would be that big of a deal. We're only on 2 Snapcasters in my build, so, I mean, obviously there are things it would screw around with on our end, but it would, I mean, it's going to screw over what our opponent's doing more often than not. So, things I'm considering, things I'm feeling, like, every Pact of Negation I add, we need to definitely have a Gideon of the Trials to pair with it. What if we did this? Turn that into another Gideon of the Trials, cut the Elspeth Sun's Champion, and, oh gosh, that's such a great grind card. It is. It's such a great grinding card. D-Sphere has a nice little catch-all, but maybe not necessary. We already have one. Maybe this is what gets cut, and then that still lets you run the Elspeth. Elspeth's sweet because she's not only a win con, she's like a sweeper that we can bring in. I'm thinking like Rule of Law or something of the sort. We're not really heavy on Snapcasters anyway. I have 2. And one of these cards needs to be main. I mean, Click is mainable. Elspeth's mainable. Timely might even be mainable. I just main a Timely. And Jace might be a sideboard card after all. So we need to cut one more sideboard card. Or just move it to the main and then cut something differently. Yeah, like Vendilion Click could be main. And you gotta cut something else. Could cut a Shadow. I think it would make or break the deck. I definitely want one because of its synergy. Alright, let's board. Oh, he has Simian Spirit Guide in his build. That's good to know. He's definitely a moon build. Definitely a moon build. Rule of Law is a non-bow. Well, no bar trap. It means we just have to wait a turn. If it completely stops my opponent's deck, I think it's worth it. And there's several archetypes that it's good against right now. Any opposing Snapcaster Mage decks we'd bring it in. Like I would bring it in here for we'd swap out the snaps and we'd just put those in those spots. All right, so Condemn out, Paths can stay, Pact will stay, Blessed out, Gideon stay, Crucible maybe too slow. Give me Cages, give me Crypt, give me Rest in Pieces. Already cut the snaps. I think if we're if we're bringing in also the Rest in Pieces, I think that I don't want the Snapcaster Mages. Let's go ahead and cut the Crucible, which we already did. Logic should come out. Logic can still be played if we have Cage and Crypt, but if we have Rest in Peace in, we should maybe consider cutting it. Explosives is interesting. These are a little slow. D-Sphere comes in, I think. Second D-Sphere in, I think. Click in. Disenchant, I guess. I mean, there might be a situation where we get mooned and it's relevant. Maybe Timely. What would Timely come in over, though? Something like this. I mean, if you want an extra Gideon, it's relevant for a couple situations, namely, the fact that we've got Gideon emblems going on. Put in the Purge? Yes, thank you. Didn't see it. Put in the Firewalkers? Okay. So I guess no big Gideon. No big deal. 4 cuts. D-Sphere's kind of slow, actually. If I need an out to Goblins, let's just leave it to Jace and Explosives. Let's leave it to these cards. I'm not even like that big into Timeline. Firewalker doesn't line up great against Barrel, though. Alright. Needs a white source, but Halimar might get us there. Actually should wait on the Halimar depths, right? Until we've... Like, I usually play this too soon. Honestly, we want to wait till we're a few cards deeper, because then we get stuck. Alright, now maybe I depths. Waited at least one turn. Yeah, punt. We should have waited one more turn. Now we're Halimar locked. Not that that's a thing. We're testing it. We're testing it because we have the trade routes. Swagger says you should have played it so he didn't ramp into Moon. Mech is suspended Ancestral. That's not good enough. I think we're just dead stream, unfortunately. We're stuck on non-relevant colors here. And running the depths and the Kabira actually didn't necessarily hurt my mana base. These were actually tech edges, so you might be sitting there like, well, BrewSpy, why isn't this a white source? Well, it actually was a colorless source before being a blue source, and this was a colorless source before being a white source. So our mana's just as bad or good as it was in the previous version, if you want to think about it that way. Yeah, we could have waited maybe one more turn on the depths. I wish that I had, because we're going to be drawing another Cryptic that doesn't do anything. In fairness, even if I had the Rule of Law, we shouldn't have kept this opener. I should have just mulliganed for a 6. 100%, 1000%. Thanks for the host, Z-Magic. And you know what? That's okay. Like, learning this lesson now versus at the GP is relevant. God, I'm going to really want to go one more game, though, aren't I, if we lose right here so quickly. I might just suck it up and not worry about the headache and just play through. Finish our league, and even if it ends up, you know, 3-2 or 2-3. Well, if he's sleight of handing, maybe we got a shot. I mean, the issue is streaming. We're just not drawing a relevant card next turn. We know we're drawing a second Cryptic, so he's got a lot of time to set up. Oh man, this is brutal. Yeah, he's going for it, obviously. So you know what's interesting is we played against a lot of fair decks with our last league. This time we faced a lot of the unfair decks, and I feel like we got good game against the fair decks. Even though I added things like freaking extra pact negations, I feel like it didn't even really help my unfair match all that much. So he kind of stopped comboing there. But he's killing us next turn, I assume. God, just not interacting at all here is just awful for our deck. That's what we're supposed to be able to do, stream. Man. Just what I would do for planes there. We could rest in peace. We could path, probably rest in peace. That's frustrating, stream. It happens. You can't let it bother you. Barrel. It'll happen. It's good to see it now, and then I'll learn to just, if you see an opener that's all blue, you really should mulligan. Is he sitting on end step gifts? Gives me a chance. Gives me a chance to draw a land. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, stream. Golly gee. Alright, here comes the gifts. Here comes the gifts. I assume. God, we even had... I guess I kept it because I saw the rest in peace. I was like, don't worry, stream. We'll draw a white source. What? No, we didn't. I was like, we'll draw a white source. We'll draw a white source. Don't even worry about it. We got this. White source. Yeah? No. No, we died. We died a horrible, horrible death. Doesn't matter where I put this, we're dead. Yeah, that's frustrating. Oh man. Yeah, we played like a lot of Coco decks, so like I added a second like Grafdigger's Cage, and maybe I just hedged the deck too much against fair decks. So we'll try the rules. Like that would have helped against Nauseam. That would certainly help against this board state. This will help against opposing Snapcaster decks. I can just literally bring these out and put these in, because like straight up Graveyard Hate is not really the way I want to fight over snaps, opposing Snapcaster mages. I'd rather fight them like this. And don't get me wrong, like I like the main board Jace because there's plenty of Lingering Souls being played right now, but oh man, it's so sad. We're not even like that. I mean, our mana's not perfect. I don't think it's terribly greedy either. Like we're just a blue-white control. Let's see how many white sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, if you want to count these. 17? 17 white. You got my message? Oh, well, good, Nugget. That's some good news, at least. I need some good news because this is happening. Oh, man. You might be shitting on it, Woon. Maybe I should have played the Halmar Devs turn 1 even. Nah, I should have waited a little bit longer on it. What we're going to do is, after we're dead, I'm going to just have 6, which is not the right play. You really should make him think you have something, but sometimes, I mean, like in Modern, when you have the combo, you just got to go for it, and if they stop you... A lot of the combos that are being played right now are pretty resilient, so we're definitely the underdogs by trying to take a control deck. I don't think it's a very fair control deck. Obviously, we're trying to do some pretty busted things, but... It's a fair deck nonetheless. I mean, Chord, let's see, Chord, Culligan's Command, what else can I name off the top of my head? Chord, Cola, let's see, Chord, Cola, Coco, Gifts, ad nauseum. I mean, there's a lot of the top decks, there are, I mean, even Titan Pact, or Titan Shift, you can counter the pack. Like the main board Dispel might be sweet. I've considered it in the past. There's a lot of relevant cards. I mean, even against like Affinity, you can trade it with a Galvanic Blast. I used to have a Dispel on the list. Kind of wishing I had it now. Lawman says weird. The song's in a different key. Nugget says, no ley lines anymore? No. Not anymore. No ley line. I think it's more useful than maybe I've given it credit for. Let me cut something else. I mean, the main board timely is weird, actually. Honestly, I think Double Walker might be overkill. Sure, I think Burn's tough. Sure, it can be, but I think that might be overkill. Why don't we just have like a split? Like, these are all things that bring against Burn. Like, we got Purge, Reinforcements, and Walker. This is very specific. Lava Man says he's gonna brick. No, he's not. Are you kidding me? Who said he's bricking? What about Muddle? I haven't tested it yet. You wanted me to try Muddle here? I mean, I like Muddle. I've played Muddle in the past. I guess Muddle finds my trade routes. Finds my Snapcasters. Post-board it finds my Rest in Pieces, my Disenchant, my Purge, my Firewalker. Not that that would be relevant against Burn. You don't have enough time to tutor for it. Who said he's bricking? He's not bricking. Yeah, I mean, Muddle has more targets than Dispel. It's just, although it's also more efficient. We can test it. Down. I'm down to test. Down to test that. Partner says, but Burn's probably your worst match. 3 slots actually seemed reasonable. Yes, Leyline does stop gifts and given. If you're, is that why you brought it up, Nugget? Because Leyline of Sanctity has the wonderfulness of stopping something like a gifts and given. Lawman says, yeah, he's jigging really hard. No, he's just trolling, man. Of course he's drawing a crepe shot at this point, man. He's just trolling us, my friend. Or having fun with his deck. I have no idea. You can stack all of those. You will have fun stacking all of these, my opponent. I still really want to see what our next card was, so I don't want to... Moto sometimes kicks you out if you do the concession, so I kind of really want to see what my next card was. To see if we ever were going to see white mana ever in the history of Magic. Yeah? White source? White source? Oh, okay. We weren't. We never were. We never were. Alright. But you know what? I feel like we've gotten some good testing. I actually really, really like the packed Gideon version a lot. I really, really do. I really do. I'm into it. Yeah, we could try this version at a later date. God, my entire sideboard is white. Blue cards. Psh, who needs blue for... Who needs blue for sideboards? Who needs it? I'm running a main board, Blessed. There was never going to be a white source. I would mull this. I have no idea what my opponent's on. This is just like a bunch of mana. My opponent's got an affinity picture for his avatar. Would this be good against affinity? No, but this is the thing I keep. Top. So we know not to suspend the Ancestral. Because we know there's an Astrotold coming for us. It doesn't look to be anything. Oh, is this Elves? Oh, Aether Vial. Ooh, okay. Let's just get the Halimar out of the way, I think. Foretold. I don't really want either of these cards. Let's take the Strand and we'll shuffle. What about a second Blessed? Yeah, I mean, Blessed's flexible. I mean, I'd almost rather just have another Blessed over, like, an extra Firewalker, or even this mainboard Condemn. Condemn can be really awkward stream. Then we can turn this Firewalker into a second mainboard Alliance. I just feel that Firewalker's really specific. You know? I'd rather have more universal answers. That doesn't mean I don't want any copies of it, because sometimes it is really just the... I mean, you saw us resolve a Firewalker and still lose to a burn player, so it's like, how good is it really? Interesting build. That's interesting. Shadow's nice in this matchup, though, because of Chord. I'm tempted not to just fire it off here. Should be one of my next best matchups. I don't know about that. This is probably Coco. Yep. Not having a counterspell for the company is going to get us killed. It's an interesting build of the deck. I haven't seen Vial in the list. That's terrible. That's a really good value for our opponent. That's pretty insane value when you think about it. I don't know how I come back from that. Like, do I just Astrotold and hope he doesn't combo me? Like, he's gonna get to the combo, probably. Well, let's just do the most powerful thing that I can do. Hope that it's enough. We need a Talaria or the Restore Balance probably to win this. And an interesting build of the deck with the Aether Vials. I haven't seen that before. I'm curious. I'm excited about it. I'm terrified, but I'm also excited about it. But if you control deck a favorable matchup against mid-range critter decks, we need to reevaluate. I mean, I'm kind of flooding though. Fairness, Part Trap. I don't know if that's a fair statement, my friend. I'm flooding. There's a lot of lands to see. Alright. Am I supposed to minus the Jace? Nah, I get the plus here, I think. I mean, I think we do Part Trap. It's just, I think I'm kind of hitting the stuff we don't really need. If he's got Chord, like, the Shadow will be a hit. Alright, Devoted Druid, Dustwatch, that's the full combo. Alright. Yeah, there was not much we could do. I mean, I think we'll do better post-board. I kind of kept a hand that would be better against some other archetypes. Those E-Witnesses just gave him so very much value, my goodness. I almost want to, like, maybe bring in, yeah, just jeez. I mean, this is still definitely a Grafdigger Cage matchup. Good lord. That's some real value. Like the E-Witness playset, I've seen a few lists on 3 or more witnesses. It's not the first one I've seen. Go ahead and F6. What's nice is it does reveal. So we do get to see his list. I mean, I'm assuming it's the stock list, except he slimmed some stuff and added some vials. So it's like an accelerated version of the deck. I think that was sweet. Very innovative. I'm sure it has some drawbacks too, though, but I don't think it was a bad choice. It definitely felt good against us. He's just able to poop out his hand so quickly. I mean, this is turn 5, guys. Talking more abstract. Oh yeah, for sure, Park Trap. I don't think you're accusing us of... I think it was just one of those, we didn't know what we were up against, we kept a hand that was... There's the Ballista. So now he just needs to make a bunch of mana. I'll let it play so you guys that maybe haven't seen this new Wombo in Modern can see. The reason that this came about was this printing of this card, and then one of the more efficient mana dumps is Duskwatch. So Duskwatch plus Devoted, because this is green mana, so this is the Wombo, this, plus there's a Ballista somewhere in the deck, and yeah, I mean, you just Recruiter until you find the Ballista, and then you Ballista for, this should be lethal here. Yep. Takes a little bit of time to resolve on Moto. That's not nearly as bad as Combo Elves. I guess he found the Ballista pretty early on, though. So that's the full combo right there. It's a neat combo. I mean, I don't hate it. It's definitely interesting. Versus the Malira Wombo combo of old. This is definitely the new hot spice, the new hotness. I'll definitely be facing this at Vegas. You can count on it. So we need to be ready with some like cages. Let's see if the cages are enough. We added a second cage to the board. So cages, D-Sphere because they have a lot of redundancy, Timely because they can just beat me down, Elspeth because it's a fair matchup. Somebody suggested Click, I'm not sure about Click. I might even run freaking Rest in Pieces, like, that was a lot of value off the E-Witnesses, like a lot. These might be a consideration. Burial's great in this matchup if we could live long enough to it. Stony seems okay. I don't think so. Well, oh, you know what? His version had vials. That's true. Awkward. So we may need to consider those 5. So what's awkward? Shadows, he's going to be on Cord, so these need to stay. Condemn's not actually that great in this matchup. It's okay. I'd rather be doing more busted things. I don't know about Pact. I don't know about Alliance either. Like, I don't want Band-Aids. I think the first Stony might be relevant. I think putting too many of those effects, though, is going to hurt us. Like, maybe some Misers is okay, because, like, turning off his E-Witnesses might be fine. We need to take out our snaps. So what about this 60? I might still run the Logic Knot, even though I put in a Rest in Peace, but that's a reason to take it out. Stony does also stop the Ballista, that's true. Crucible can come out as well. It's not great in this matchup. Alright, so things to consider. Pact, because we still have the Gideon package. In fact, this version has more Gideons than any other version I've played. This has 3 Gideons total. You know, the card you won with. Oh no, they'll beat you even without the Ballista. That's just the more direct approach. They'll beat you even without it. Part Trap. They can just card advantage you out with that engine going. So we have 2 spots. So do we want to put in Condemn? Do you want Alliance? I don't really want these things that are using the graveyard since I've considered bringing in Rest in Peace. The E-Witness was terrible for us. Like, that value was huge. Him getting to reuse the company was a big deal. They run a playset some versions. Why don't we consider the second Rest in Peace? And maybe we consider second Stony even at that. Just because he was an Aether Vial version. Still think Explosives is nice, though, and we should consider it, but alright. For bringing in the Stonies, we're cutting the explosives. Nuggets that still run explosives. What's up, Zoot? Is Cryptic these days not too slow? Oh, I mean, there are plenty of matchups where the Cryptic can be too slow. I think I might keep this even. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got depths plus a fetch, so I think I lead on the depths. I mean, you can also lead on the fetch and then not actually fetch until you play the depths. It's another little synergy. We may also just want to sit on the shadow. We might be able to get him. Not on the first fetch, though. We may also just want to save this for a chord. Like, mana denying the turn 1 Noble Hierarch deck only gets you so far. Plus, you just drew another fetch, so we could set up the depths at a later turn. I want to see if his second land was also a fetch before I relegate myself to depths. Might be a second fetch. There might be another one. Okay. Got him. Another shadow. Wow, Burial's huge game. Wow, we might just... I'm in depths now, actually, so the Gideon's not taxed or anything. Cestral's actually not great here. I mean, I'll take the rest in peace, and maybe we'll shuffle the rest away. What's Asuka? Might just Burial here. A 3 for 1. And Selfless will make a lot of things awkward. I am playing blue, I control Suka. Asuka. This is my take on it. Until further notice, I mean, we're still messing around. This chord, I'm really sad that I'm not able to untap with my shadow. Looks like a chord to me. Yeah, it looks like chord, not Coco. Looks like chord of calling. I mean, I totally understand him wanting to cast it here because he's seen Shadow Dot out of my deck. I totally understand him wanting to do it now. Excuse me, it's totally understandable. Ooh, he's an Eldritch Evolution build. That's spicy. Yeah, that also would have gotten... Oh, Shadow's amazing against... yeah, Shadow Dot's amazing against Eldritch Evolution. Alright, so... maybe we take something with us with the Gideon? We're going to lose the Gideon if we plus, don't we? I guess not. We get to keep the Gideon one more turn. So we need, like... we'll have to restore balance, or we'll have to verdict. I guess also... oh, Dust Watch is sweet here. God, this card's excellent. Getting to look at extra cards. It's excellent. Yeah, the Dust Watch is super sweet. It is a cool engine. What did he reveal? Did he whiff? I guess he whiffed. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this off because I'm looking for a Cryptic, because Cryptic lets us keep the Gideon. Two more turns on that Ancestral. Ghost Quarter. Quarter's relevant if he has a Township. I'll go ahead and still play this, though. So... things like Cryptic, things like Verdict. I mean, Verdict would be, like, the best, honestly. Alright, Devoted Druid, he hit. Because he whiffed on the first Dust Watch. He hit this time. He may have, like, passed over a company. He's doing it as up. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because Gideon... Thragtusk. That's scary. Excuse me, tack down the Gideon. We can still win this game. It's not despair. It's not over yet. Swag Tusk, okay. Nope, we saw a Bajuka Bog. Let's see, 5, 10, yeah, we're dead. I mean, I can Colonnade block, potentially, to stay alive. Like, we can trade the Colonnade with the Swag Tusk. Which I really should, because any sweeper that I do top potentially here, the token will kill us off the Thragtusk. Yeah, so we Colonnade block, Swag Tusk. our only hope. I mean, we could also just eat up the Howler, but if we're hoping to top deck a removal anyway, I think I'm supposed to block and take out the Tusk. Like if that's our out for winning this game is a sweeper anyways, like you want to make sure that the token that gets left over from the Tusk doesn't mean a thing. It might just be sitting on a Coco to refill the board after I hopefully find a sweeper. I don't know if he's putting more dudes on the table, maybe he doesn't respect it. He's put a bunch more dudes on the table. Alright, Ancestral. Draw us into some cryptics. Draw me into something. That's not what I was hoping you would draw me. That is not what we were hoping to see. Three lands. Now, case in point, if this was 5-mana Gideon, that's an extra turn. Yeah, one-time dealer, nope. An Foretold without an Ancestral or Talaria. Now, I'd be really kicking myself if we'd played out a Talaria. And maybe we should be running a third one. Oh my goodness. That's so tilting. That's so sad. Yeah, the Sigarda was sweet. The my opponent's Elder's Evolution, very, very awesome. Also, super punishable by my Shadow. Maybe we played my Gideon too soon, because we knew he probably has things like Cord. I mean, this one's running freaking Evolution. We maybe very well could have punished what he was doing with the Shadow. Still seems clunky. Oh no, Suka, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's the card that I really want to take to Vegas. Alright, so we did another 2-3 instead of 3-2, unfortunately. We'll keep working on it. I'll get it where it needs to be. Or not. I tried to go a little bit more in on the Gideon plus Pact. But maybe that's not the direction you're supposed to go, you know? Sure, that makes us better against the unfair decks in the format. To a pretty substantial extent, actually. The Tutorable Pacts and the Gideon emblem to pair with it. But that means we lose some points in the fair matchup department. We do lose some points in the fair matchup. I don't know, I really like the Shadows. I like the Shadows plus Path. I like that synergy. I like Shadow plus Ghost Quarter, but maybe we don't have room for it. Maybe we just need to shove the main board full of more removal, like we were running a main board Condemn. We had a Mana Leak. It could be third Snapcaster Mage. Could be second Supreme Verdict. Could be another 5-mana Gideon. Arna says, you've been trying Foretold as well. It's sweet when it works, super clunky if you don't. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to play the 4th Foretold. Because there have been some games where we've had the restore bounce and we're like, alright, if we just draw an Foretold, we win. Maybe we're just supposed to play the playset. Alright, Arna says, I agree with not running balance. That'd be really bad if you don't have the Foretold. I think if I'm going to continue to run the balance, we need the 4th Foretold, I think, is maybe the next conclusion I'm making. I think Vendilion Click's going to be in the board, actually. Yeah. And then what else can we change? Maybe. Gives us room for one more. I mean, I kind of want just another Talaria. Like, I feel like there's games where I really want, like, explosives or the balance or, like, a counterspell. Like, maybe this is the deck that can pull off the 3rd Talaria. Drawing Foretold late feels bad. Oh, I need to bias another one. Okay, if we're gonna run a 3rd one, well, we could move from the mana base. What's been working? What's been unnecessary? I mean, I don't think we need this many basics, to be honest with you, stream. Especially with Crucible. I think we could get a little greedier with our mana, to be honest with you guys. Like 3-2, 2-3. And then one more land that makes our mana happy, like another Glacial or another Seachrome or 5th Fetch. Partip has an idea. Cut an Foretold. Yeah. I mean, maybe Condemn is like really meta right now with all the Shadow. Maybe even a second copy of Condemn. I mean, I feel like we've got stuff going on. We just need to last, you know. We got it going on. We just need to last. Suka says you're only running 2 sweepers. I'm running 3, actually, if you count balance, which I do. It's 3. I mean, 3 might not be enough. Like, maybe we do want another Supreme. I did come against Aziri, by the way, the other day. Maybe we want to do a Wrath of God. Elves is actually popular again right now. So maybe we want to just test a split of all the different sweepers we could potentially be playing. I'm not really feeling Terminus. I still would rather it be like a Hallowed Burial. We can cut something. And there's a lot of Cryptic. You know, I think you can cut an Astrotold, you can cut a Cryptic. Good luck, sir. It's pretty sweet to see somebody streaming a deck you've been trying. Oh, thanks, friend. Yeah, I'm working on it. I am working on it. It's a work in progress. How it actually seems sweet. It was sweet. Tempted to cut even maybe the Cryptic and just have the sweeper, you know? I'm gonna cut a Cryptic. Alright, and then I'm gonna add 25th land. What is 25th land gonna be? Maybe just until we're sure what it's supposed to be, just run a Glacial. Or it should be another fetch land. It should be an off-color fetch. We could run like a Polluted Delta. Maybe the deck could do with less than 4 Cryptic in exchange for more turn 1, 2... Yeah, I put second Condemn in there. I think Condemn's pretty solid right now. And we did add a second Blessed Alliance. So like, this has a lot more early interaction than our last variant did. And now it's got another mainboard sweeper. So that's a big deal. Like, actually, our last version didn't have any mainboard Condemn. So like, we've added how many mainboard like removal spells? Like, we added 3 since the last version. And we just added another Wrath. Like, these are all new. This is all new. And then we added another Astrotold, so the restore balance is going to be more consistent. Saint says, Oust has been good for you. Oh, Oust is sweet. Oh, yeah. Oust is fun. I spelled it wrong, though. It's with a U. Yeah, Oust is fine. Yeah, Oust is solid. I have one. You can test. Yeah. I mean, good against Shadow, yeah. This is good against the creatures that decide not to attack, you know. They're both, like, suboptimal, but versus a Path Exile, but, they have implications. Condemn, the opponent has to be attacking with it. Oust is, well, they're gonna get to redraw it. Unless you Ghost Quarter them. Ghost Quarter plus Oust is a sweet little combo. Against, like, some of the decks we were just playing against, like, especially, like, with all the... You know, I might be okay trying that. Suka says, last I saw you were working on Esper, yeah. This is an interesting idea. You know, maybe we'll just test them both and see which one we like more. Because there's some decks where they're just playing their creature for the effects that it gives them. They're not even necessarily going to attack with the creature. An example of that is Storm. Modern Storm plays those creatures, but they may never attack with them. It was a Goryo's deck, yes. It was. Actually, this could happen as early as turn 3 if we just naturally draw it. I'm willing to test. I'm willing to test a lot of different stuff, and then, you know, we'll break it down and make it more concise. Are we burning tickets? Yes, in some ways. But actually, I think this deck is more concise and more focused, honestly, than some of the other decks. Let's just run a second Glacial until I know what it is. This honestly is a lot more concise, and in a lot of ways, maybe even just better than a lot of the other decks I've been messing around with, honestly, with Astrotold. I really like this list, and we did have a really deep run with it the first league that we played it in. Let me go ahead and screenshot this for you guys, and before next stream, I'm going to try to grab us a Talaria. I'm going to go to bed, though. My head is throbbing at this point. I've got a crazy headache going on, so I appreciate you guys coming. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you so much for coming to the Brews by the Magic Guy show tonight, guys, and hopefully we're going to make it to the GPVegas money goal. Hopefully we're going to make it to GPVegas. I really would like to go and play Tin Fins and maybe something like this. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm going to host somebody, so stick around for just a couple more seconds if you can. If you can't, I understand. But, you know, I got started streaming by getting some really clutch hosts So I like to do the same for other Magic streamers out there. Yeah, we'll do. I like the Gideon Pact the Negation synergy. The fact that we can tutor for the Pact the Negation at least. I know we can't tutor for Gideon, but at least we can tutor for Pact. Give us a bit of an edge against some of the unfair matchups in the format. Yeah, and we'll continue to make changes, you know? I mean, like, we faced a lot of combo decks tonight, so, like, now I'm running, like, freaking Rule of Laws, and maybe that's just wrong. I mean, but I do like that we can just swap the Snapcasters out for those, and that's a pretty easy 2-2 switch. We cut a Cryptic. I thought I wanted a playset for this thing, but maybe it's just sometimes better just to have the Wrath, you know? Instead of trying to draw for it. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, what I can say is I'm excited that pretty much all the counter spells we're running are hard counters. Like Logic Knot certainly can be a hard counter. Cryptics are hard counters. Pacts are hard counter spells. What I can say that excites me. Let me see who's live. What do you guys want to watch? Are you guys in the mood to watch? And this is great because I'll try to get a non-foil Talaria, and then this we'll have one that's foil, and then we'll test what 2 regulars, and then if we draw the foil, we'll be like, okay, that's the extra. Suka, you going to GPVegas? Alright, so Caleb's on. Caleb's playing Daughter. Modern Storm playing Modern Blue-White Land Control? That sounds cool. That sounds a little innovative. Alright, I'll host that guy. He's got freaking Annex. Alright, if you guys want to see somebody playing Annex in Modern, this guy, Total MTG.